right, thank you, Jay Leno. Thank you. Thank you for the... Good morning, everybody. Yeah, we got a big show for you, but you know the drill. We got to take a little break right before we get started here, all right? Okay, let me take a quick break. I hate to sit down and take a break, you know, it goes against my grain, but I gotta stay on schedule. That's the way I do things around here. I'm very organized.
We still get off late every day.
Yeah. I mean, I know that as early as I start with these breaks, I'll be still doing breaks at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Okay, here we go. We're going to try it again.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1. The Eagle.
6:10 at the Eagle. This is Brad Baxter. It's 6:13 at 97.1 The Eagle.
It's the Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
Thank you. People keep on keeping on. I said, and people... What the hell the words out of that? I forget. Stevie Wonder song. It was done by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Give you a little taste of this music. We don't play the songs all the way through. We just play up to the vocal.
The best part.
Yeah, because the vocal usually ruins it. we have discovered through our research that by the time the vocal comes on, you're zoning.
Tired of it anyway.
Exactly. Don't think you want to hear the rest of that. Hey, Gary, can you...
We want to leave you wanting more.
Yes. Gary, can you bring me a tissue? And, dude, has the show started yet? Hello?
Hello?
Has the show started yet?
No.
Yeah. This guy's calling... He's calling from Albany, of course. Where I yelled at the Albany guy 2 weeks ago that why isn't he getting there on time? What are you listening to on the radio?
Commercials for about 12 minutes now.
Yeah. And you never heard Fred's intro?
No. Of course not.
And you won't.
This is the day the guy's supposed to quit his job, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to see to it that he's fired.
Yeah, well, he said he was quitting, but didn't come on again. That was the promise he made to us.
Now, he might not show up at all. It'll be commercials for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Well, I'll call back in an hour and let you know.
Isn't it amazing? We're on in Albany, and the guy in Albany who pays for the show and the licensing of the show, I know it is not easy to make a living in Albany, trust me. He'll be the first one to tell you. And he'll be the first one to bitch and moan saying that he has to pay for a show. He don't want to pay for any show. It's hard. It's hard scraping by. But why is it like who is the guy who runs the station in Albany? I mean, where is this guy? How could he find this acceptable that he's paying for a show and I'm here on time? The guy who's supposed to have the attitude is here on time.
Let me ask this gentleman a question. This is not the first time this has happened.
No.
No. Like last week and the week before, the show starts late.
I thought it was like 2 weeks ago that we talked to this guy.
Yeah.
When that girl called a couple of weeks ago, that was just one of many times.
Yeah.
And then what also they do is they oversell the commercial time, so they're forced to stay in commercial longer and then they just come back in the middle of one of your sentences.
No, you know what happens too? Yeah, well, you know what? That isn't that they oversell the commercial time. That's the guy not sitting and paying attention to.
Oh, that could be.
The back time, and the guy can't get it together. I mean, listen, I think that the guy who runs the show in Albany should be fired, and I think that the general manager ought to find a replacement. Maybe they'll have to pay a couple of bucks to a broadcast professional who can back time.
Yeah, they got to pay better.
I can get there on time. Gary, you want to call down to the Albany station and find out what the hell is going on? Call the guy who runs the stupid station. Let me talk to him. Could he be that lame that he doesn't care? I care. I mean, I know it's, some people would say, oh, Howard, shut up. It's only Albany. Who cares what time you get on? But, I mean, there's a lot of people in Albany.
We're up.
Yeah.
We might as well be on.
I'm doing the show already. Why not get it on?
That's the whole idea.
I believe we have the number one show in Albany. It's amazing to me.
Just imagine, and that's with, getting up and not knowing whether it's going to come on or not.
Yeah. Oh, this drives me nuts.
Yeah, it's quite the dilemma up there.
All right.
Goodbye.
So you're still not on? Oh, okay. I find that amazing. No, we start the show a little bit before 6 o'clock, and Fred always does a little intro, plays some old bits. It's kind of fun to listen to. It gets you pumped up for the show. What's going on over there? Can you get a call, answer? Or?
Nobody's answering the phone.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Empty station, a ghost station.
Yeah, empty station. Yeah. Well, maybe terrorists took over. But do you think if terrorists took over, they'd play commercials?
No, wouldn't they want to broadcast themselves?
Yeah. Maybe they're just figuring out the equipment right now.
They haven't figured out how to get on.
Yeah, they're working that all out right now. Doing the terrorist shuffle.
Well, they still haven't changed that whole thing where the station automatically goes to just playing commercials if there's no one there to flip that switch.
Yeah, I'd rather they play some music. If no one's there and it's automated and it goes to commercials, okay, play some music.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the guy's asleep.
It's very possible. I don't know what happens. I mean, all you got to do is show up and turn a button on. I mean, that's it. That's the job. That's the gig.
This is the guy, oh, man, I love you, Howard.
Yeah, I'm your biggest fan.
Yeah, well, that's what you ought to be. You ought to be out there listening.
Yeah, you ought to be the biggest fan. Continue to be the biggest fan.
You were good at that.
Yeah, well, I'm going to... Gary, make sure I take care of that when I get off the air today. My in-laws are coming back today. That's my big thing. After the show today, I got to go get an insurance exam.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're going to do that?
Yeah, I got to do that. Then I got to take a bunch of insurance exams because the movie makes you get an insurance exam.
Yeah, I was talking to your director yesterday. She was headed for her insurance exam.
Oh, I heard she was doing it on Friday.
No, she decided to do it yesterday.
Oh. Yeah, you got to do that in movies.
Yeah, because they won't insure you unless you prove that you're not dying before they get you.
Yeah, because you imagine you're midway through the production and you die. That's really bad.
That's bad form.
That costs a lot of people money.
So they got to know you're not brewing something just to get their money.
Yeah, I kind of dig that I have to do that, you know. I kind of like that.
Why?
It's just cool. Like, you know, I have to be insured for the production. I just think that's kind of cool. It means you've arrived.
Your ego gets a little tweak.
Okay, why not? Okay, I'm honest. Sure. I like it. It's kind of mind-blowing, isn't it? Somebody has to insure me, make sure that the production doesn't fail. It's just very, very nice. So my in-laws are coming into town. You know where they've been?
Where?
They've been in Zimbabwe, Africa.
Really?
For the last 4 months.
4 months?
Yeah, helping black people. They love helping black people.
What do they do when they go there? I mean, what do these black people need?
Well, man, black people need everything.
Oh, shut up.
Over in Zimbabwe. In fact, my in-laws have been do-gooders for many, many years. In fact, early on in the 60s, they were helping our black people here in America, but now it's kind of hard to help the black people here in America. They get kind of angry when they see white people. So.
Well, didn't they were in South America somewhere, I remember you saying?
Yeah, they've been all over the place, but they help people.
Blankets and junk like that?
My father-in-law is retired, but he goes to these black places where they need to learn manufacturing and stuff. They need like a guy who's done it already.
Right.
And he goes in and teaches the blacks what to do. Then my mother-in-law has to figure out what to do for 4 months while she's there. So she hooked up with some charity program, and she writes us these faxes. You know, it's fascinating here in Zimbabwe. She goes down to these little black villages. She found some little black village where all little black kids who have no parents and stuff live.
Well, how'd they get here? They have no parents.
Well, I mean, like their parents either abandoned them or left them out to die or something.
It's like an orphanage?
Well, what it was a refugee camp or something.
Oh, so it's some kind of war or something they got.
Who knows? She's helping black people. So she goes she's on the radio down there, so she has to write us, you know, I'm a star now. I'm on the radio in Zimbabwe.
The Queen of Zimbabwe.
Yes, she is. She's like Jane and Tarzan. And and she's running around helping like the poor little black people. Mm-hmm. And they're do-gooders, so they love to go do good.
But what does she do? Does she teach or something?
No, she's raising money for the black people. She's raising money or something for making people aware of the... Oh, I know what it is. There's a lot of refugees there, and they don't even know that there's a refugee camp, so she got on the radio and told black people where to go to the refugee camp. That's her thing. You know, she's bringing publicity to this refugee camp.
How come they got radios and they don't have...
Who knows? Who knows? But can you imagine? They must look like the two rich whiteys running around in Zimbabwe. They have no self-conscious emotions whatsoever. I would be walking around going, oh... I'm so embarrassed. But they've been helping black people for a long time. They love to help the blacks. When, like in the 60s, they took some guy from the deep south and brought him up to Boston and sponsored him and let him live in the house and junk. I don't know. But I think he started trying to get it on with my mother-in-law, and they had to throw him out.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah.
What do you mean trying to get it on with your mother-in-law?
I don't know. My wife told me the story. It was a big scandal.
That's funny.
They brought a guy up from the deep south, and he couldn't read, he couldn't write. They were educating him and trying to like help him assimilate.
Right.
Like, you wouldn't even know he was from America. She was like from the deep south, and he needed a break, and they put him up in the house, and they took care of him, and they got him educated, and then one day I guess he was showing his appreciation, and he gave my mother-in-law a kiss, and then it got a little out of control.
Oh, no.
Was she going for him?
No. She didn't want him. When you got a piece of ass like my father-in-law waiting at home for you.
Nice young hot stud.
Yeah, could have been quite the scandal.
Her mother ran off with the black student.
And you think after something like that they'd learn to just not be so helpful?
Oh, stop it. I thank God not everybody's like you. You try one little thing, it goes bad, you never do another thing.
So then my mother-in-law sends
In fact, you never done anything. Nothing went bad on you.
No. I stay in my house. That's why you don't see me getting in trouble. Nobody's trying to sexually assault me. So it was really tough because here they'd taken this guy in and they just,
Where'd they put him?
Who knows? He's never been seen again. He's gone, man. That dude's history. I think
wouldn't we even like to find him?
Yeah.
Find out how he turned.
Yeah, this was like 100 years ago,
Oh, dear.
And then the story goes. I've never talked to my mother-in-law about it.
You'd never?
No. That's not something I'm even supposed to know about.
Oh, now you just blabbed it all over the radio.
Yeah, nobody's saying anything. Right? He took like the Underground Railroad or something out of Boston. They got him out there with Harriet Tubman. So, what? So...
That's a good story.
Yeah, here's some guy who's been... Zimbabwe's in Rhodesia, evidently. You been there, dude? Hello? Hey, dude, you been there?
Hey, Howard?
Yeah.
I didn't want to interrupt you, but I think Rhodesia is not such a nice place. I know since the revolution, there's been like a military dictatorship there, so you might want to get your mother-in-law out before it's too late, man.
Yeah, they're out. They're out.
Are they?
Yeah, they're coming home today.
When was the revolution?
When was it?
Yeah, do you happen to know?
I don't know anything about it. I mean, my father-in-law and my mother-in-law have been sending these 20-page faxes.
They don't tell you what's going on politically over there?
They do, but I don't read the faxes.
Oh.
It's probably all censored.
You wouldn't believe it. My wife gets really pissed off at me.
Yeah.
Because I don't read the faxes. And she's like, don't you want to know? This is exciting. Don't you want to know what my parents are up to? And they send these 20-page faxes. Her mother just like writes and writes and writes. And it's so boring. And, it's like a history lesson. And I say, no. And I don't want to say no. I say, please save all the faxes. I want to read them. I know how to play the game.
You got to
just be careful. Just be careful. There's people there with guns, I mean, it is Africa for crying out loud.
Yeah, I know, man. And it's really out of control there. So, So anyway, and my mother-in-law...
Dude, he doesn't even understand. They're already out of there.
Yeah, but my mother-in-law, man, she loves helping people so much. She's like hanging around in the refugee camp where people are desperate.
Yeah.
All right, dude, I got to go.
Oh, Lord, don't get pickpocketed, man.
Okay.
Take your passport.
So anyway,
weird.
He's probably loaded.
Yeah.
No offense, he's on his own trip. So my mother-in-law sends these long faxes. So the other day we're driving in the car. My wife and I had to drive north, to Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
So we're driving, and she goes, I brought the folder with all the faxes from my mother. I want to read them to you and give you a synopsis. And I was like, I said, well, let's talk about other stuff, Why don't you, put your head in my lap? Let's do something more.
No, you're going to listen to these.
Yeah, right. Why don't you do something kinky?
I got you alone now. Faxes.
Yeah, so I got like 100 hours of like.
You got debriefed.
Yeah. Oh, did I? And I don't remember one thing. She said, don't ask me any questions because I don't know. I was trapped in a car.
You don't know anything?
No. I didn't pay attention. I was just looking at the road, and I was a rat in a cage. I resented it. If I want to listen, I'll do it on my own time.
Now, one thing, so when your parents-in-laws
no, you don't
come, you're not going to know what to talk to them
And my
about.
mother-in-law, they go on these things because my father-in-law is really into it, and my mother-in-law is into it, and then they take tons of pictures, and then they called the other day. They can't call, they call and collect from Rhodesia, so I'm paying for the calls. Isn't that great?
Well, you have too.
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't want to hear from them. I don't know why I got to pay for the calls. I mean, I'm in a sucker's world, I'm telling you. There's nothing worse. I don't care how much money you make than watching your money go out the window as your in-laws.
How much could a call
cost? Call the operator.
How much does it cost to call Zimbabwe?
Collect from Zimbabwe? Whoa.
Want to know?
Yeah, I do. I mean, you're sitting here complaining. I want to know if it's really a significant amount of money.
Operator, this is the Howard Stern radio show calling. I'm on the air. We're on the air. I need someone to come on the air with me and tell me just one answer. If I make a call to Rhodesia, oh, can you do that for me? Thanks. All right.
One moment for a long-distance operator who can assist you.
Oh, they're so kind.
They're very nice. I love the robots.
One moment.
AT&T. To place a call, please dial the number that you're calling now. Or for assistance, say operator now.
Say operator.
Operator now? What do I dial?
Hold for operator assistance.
You just say it?
Yes.
Cool.
Did
you hear that?
Hey, yeah, hi, this is the Howard Stern radio show calling. We're on the air. Can I just speak to you for a second? I want to just find out how much are the charges to call Rhodesia for like 3 minutes?
I'll check.
Thank you very much, sir.
Rhodesia, this is the name of the country?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Zimbabwe, Rhodesia.
Oh, the country is Zimbabwe?
Yeah, Zimbabwe is what used to be Rhodesia.
Yeah, Zimbabwe. Thank you.
All right, wonderful.
Thank you.
You know, they change their names every week.
Yeah.
Specifically ask him a collect call, because that's more expensive.
Oh, okay.
Than operator assistant.
Okay.
You want to know the price on the collect call?
Yes, please.
Checking in the computer, we cannot make collect calls to that country.
How about a regular call?
Get a collect call from them.
How about getting a collect call from...
We can't get collect calls from them.
How much would that
cost? We cannot make it to them.
What about person to person or anything like that?
Person to person?
Yeah.
Like what, collect?
Yeah. Or even not collect, just person to person.
You want to know the price of a person to person
Yes.
call to that country?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 1 moment.
Wait till you hear it. It's going to blow your mind.
All right. 27 cents.
Because I know the bills have been... I wish.
That was funny when she said 27 cents.
Yeah, how about $27? Yeah. Well, hey, operator, my in-laws have been calling me from there and staying on with my wife for 45 minutes at a time, and I'm paying for it.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. How much are we looking at?
I'm adding this in the computer now.
Oh, man.
But you want
I'm doomed.
A person, that's different.
Yeah, because I know they call person to person.
Okay, 1 moment.
Because they want to, I don't know why it has to be person to person.
So that they don't get anybody they don't want to talk to.
Yeah, like they don't know how to dial. Wait till you hear what the operator says. Get ready.
All right.
You're helping me.
Fastening my seatbelt.
I'm going to have to take another job.
Need a loan?
Listen to how long it takes to figure this out, because it's astronomical.
Are the numbers racking up that fast?
Yeah. The computer is smoking. Am I right, operator?
No, it's not smoking. The smoke will come when we give you the radar.
Yeah, the smoke will be coming out of the top of my head. You know what? I keep telling my wife, operator, I say, what do people don't remember the U.S. mail? I mean, I work hard. I mean...
You know what? You wonder why you can't get a piece of fish.
I'm gonna have to call.
Pay for those telephone.
I'm gonna have to call you to the my divorce trial, operator, so that you can testify.
Get ready to testify.
I gotta need your help.
Okay, now the rate that's in effect now. Let me see. Right now, the rate that's in is it past 6 o'clock in the morning where you at now?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it goes up to the highest rate. This rate is from 6 in the morning to 12 noon.
Go ahead.
It would be $11.53 for the first minute.
Oof.
And $1.87 for each additional minute.
And that's for 45 minutes.
This person in person.
Thank you very much, operator.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
So you got $11.
Did you hear that?
For the first minute.
And sometimes they call and they don't get connected. So, I mean, they call and then they hang up.
So $90 a phone call.
It's $90 a phone call.
Whoa.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. And the bills are, and they've been calling like a couple of times a week.
And I'm
paying for it. Yeah.
4 months. That's like maybe 20, 30 calls?
Yeah. And then, and you should see the other day I'm on. They call from Africa. My wife goes, pick up. Don't you want to hear about my parents? And don't you want to hear from them? I go, no, I don't. I really don't care. She goes, what's the matter? You don't like my parents? I go, your parents are lovely people. I'll speak to them when they get back. So I get on the phone. Now, in my mind, 11-something is clicking. I knew it was like around this, and $1 every minute, okay? And it's clicking in my head. Yeah, $2 every minute. Excuse me. So I'm on the phone, and my mother goes, darling, because she's from Boston. She goes, we have been here buying the most interesting African art. And I'm like, yeah. And we want to know, we saw the most interesting sculpture. And we know that you sometimes are looking for sculpture. And we saw the most interesting African sculpture. And I said, yeah. And we want to know if you want to buy the sculpture. So I said, so now I'm like, oh, no, I know what this is all about.
What?
They saw some really nice sculpture. It's probably a lot of money. It's probably a couple of G's.
Yeah.
And my wife wants it. But she knows.
Does?
Probably.
How does she know?
I don't know, because my wife wants everything.
Oh.
Because she's married to me. And all of a sudden there's no budget. So now they're turning to me. So this is not a question of whether I want the sculpture. It's whether or not I trust my mother-in-law's taste in sculpture.
Right.
So I'm sitting there, I go, you know, Norma, I love your taste in sculpture. So she goes, well, we'll pay for half. I go, that means won't you pay for the whole thing? I go, that's all right. You don't have to pay for half. You can pay for the whole thing. I mean, I can pay for the whole thing. Oh, all right, darling. We're going to have it created to you. We wanted to make sure. So now I'm going to own a piece of African Rhodesian sculpture that nobody in the world wants. It's worthless.
Now, wait a minute. How much did it cost?
Cost me like 2 or 3 G's.
You're supposed to be able to get it for $2 when you're over there.
Yeah, no kidding. She goes,
That's the whole deal.
She goes, I met with the artist. Now, you know what's going on over there. She feels bad for these poor blacks. So she wants to pump some money into the economy. Not her money, because they're retired and on a fixed income. They're going to pump,
your money.
Big white geeks' money. So now...
I just saw a special where, like in one of these little villages, you can get...
Please.
Things that you can sell here for thousands of dollars for $2.
She goes, and the sculpture's like $3,000, and to crate it and box it is $500. So I said, I was like, I know that this thing's probably worth 25 cents, and she's just making a donation to these Rhodesians who are running around in loincloths still in 1996.
Well, I don't know what they're running around in.
Trust me.
I really don't. You don't either.
Please.
You don't read the facts.
You know that it's a really backward country when my mother-in-law writes, and the other night we made friends with the Supreme Court Justice of Rhodesia, and we're having dinner at his house. And I'm like, yeah, my mother-in-law.
Because you just bought a
Yeah, right, because you just bought some, they shrunk the head of a white man and painted it some weird color, and I now own it. So she goes, we're going to send it to you. So I said, okay. I said, I'll pay for it, because if I had said no, that would have meant I don't trust my mother-in-law's taste in sculpture.
And would that have been bad for you?
Oh, man, really bad vibes.
Well, why don't you
What was the purpose of the call?
Why don't you just give them all your money, and then they'll know you truly love them?
Yeah. Well, that's what they're doing. They're sucking me dry. They're sucking me dry.
You got into that family because you thought you were marrying into them.
Oh, please.
They made the better deal.
So not only did I say yes, because if I said no, there would have been a whole guilt trip thing going on, and it would have meant 20 more minutes on the call to Rhodesia for $20,000. So I figured if I just hang up, I can afford the sculpture.
You save money.
So I go, okay, you guys, buy me the sculpture. Great, I can't wait. So...
Did you get it yet?
Well, yesterday. You know Keith, who works for me out at my house?
Yeah.
You've met Keith.
Yeah.
I sent him over to the airport because they say there's a box for me. He goes down there, took 8 guys. There's some big, huge crate. I don't know where the sculpture's going to go. I don't have any room in my house.
Is it?
I don't know, but so me and Keith and Jeff Schick was over, and this guy Frank I know. The thing weighed like 500 pounds, literally. We had to lift it out of the trunk of Keith's car.
You're lucky it only cost $500 to get it.
Yeah, so... I go, how did you even pick this thing up at the airport? He says it took like 9 guys. So I get this thing. It's crated in wood. I grab the wood. My whole finger gets splintered and cut open.
Right,
Look at that.
those crates don't have any, they're not smooth.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's some African wood, and I probably got some tsetse disease.
Yeah, you probably go to sleep at a mid-show and never
You're right. I'll be like, ever since this thing cut me, my immune system's been shot to hell.
Oh, no.
I don't know what this thing looks like. It's crated so tight, I got to get a carpenter.
You still haven't opened it.
No, it's all boxed up. Well, you know these Zimbabwe's all day. They sit there and they crate things.
You can't get it open.
It's worse than like an orange crate. It's like a big solid hunk of wood. It's like,
I mean, it's solid.
Yeah.
No air leaking through there.
No. It's Probably 20 stowaways in there. They're probably dead by now.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Probably dead zebra. So I got this thing sitting in my garage. My wife doesn't even care, doesn't have it opened. She could care less.
She's not anxious to see it.
Yeah, I paid $2,500 or $3,000 for this stupid African art, and my wife, who forced me into it,
you care less?
It's sitting in the garage. Nobody's bothered even to open it. No one even cares. She could care less, and I had to pay for it. I'm the one working, and I said to Allison, I said, honey, this is my blood money. I get up at 4 o'clock every morning. I can't even open my eyes because I got dry eye now. I'm aging rapidly from this job, and you're spending my money like it's nothing.
That won't have any retirement.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to quit. Don't you understand? I'm working toward old age. I don't want to work the rest of my life.
Is she going to want to go on these quests to Zimbabwe with you?
I hope so.
No, with you.
Oh. No, I hope she goes. I want her. I said,
she's going to want to do this, too.
I said, why don't you go to Zimbabwe with your parents? And I'll be done with your whole family.
They don't worry about disease.
No.
I mean,
they're
isn't
foolish.
It miserable?
Yeah, miserable conditions. The food is awful. The sanitary.
Sex and...
Yep. And now they're coming to my house. I don't even want them in my house. They're probably diseased.
Are they going to be quarantined for a little while?
Well, guarantee you my father-in-law is going to come back and he's going to be sick because he always gets run down after these jaunts of theirs.
Yeah.
He gets completely run down and he has to lay in bed at my house and blow his nose and fart and snore and sneeze. And my mother-in-law will be running around all tired like, hello, darling. Like 24-hour jet lag.
Yeah.
It's just going to be so annoying. I just want a quiet weekend. Would you give me can I come to your place this weekend?
I was having a quiet weekend. I can't have you in.
I wouldn't bother. You'd never even see me. I'll stay in a corner of the room and I'll be quiet. You're very selfish.
Hey, I decided on my life. You decided on yours.
Yeah, have compassion for someone who made a mistake.
Look, you have compassion. Go to Zimbabwe.
Oh. Why don't you go to Zimbabwe and help the blacks? Can you think of a more...
You'll have a quieter weekend if you go to Zimbabwe.
And my mother-in-law is such a do-gooder. You know, she had to become a social worker at the age of 78 or whatever she is. And now she helps people down in Florida. And then she took a vacation for 4 months to help black people down in Rhodesia.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
I guess vacation is what they do every day, so they can go to Zimbabwe for 4 months.
Where do they stay?
I don't know.
Are they in a tent?
They were living in a tent.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I know they talked about one of these other things, and they, camped out the entire time.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Like they're working for CARE?
Yeah, it's like it's this company, I don't know the name, my father-in-law works for, it's retired business executives. Why? And think about it, the black people are so happy to see my father-in-law, he's a white retired business executive, but he's helping a company down there make lawn furniture, but when my father-in-law went in the lawn furniture business, the whole thing failed. So what do they need him for? Those poor blacks, they learned from my father-in-law.
This is the kind of help they're getting?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And now, I know my mother-in-law must have taken 10,000 pictures, and she's the type of person who takes tons of pictures with no people in it, and, I hate just looking at scenery.
Okay.
And my mother-in-law walking the door, darling, I have to show you the pictures.
She doesn't take slides or anything.
No.
Not one of those projector deals.
I want to sit down with you and show you my pictures.
Oh, boy.
And then I'm going to have to waste at least 2 hours of my weekend looking at pictures. And I don't want to. I just don't want to. And my wife doesn't get it. She thinks I'm antisocial. It's not that I'm antisocial.
You are.
I'm grumpy.
You're antisocial.
I'm not I'm anti-bad social.
No, you're antisocial. Most social is bad.
Yeah.
Most social is very boring and means nothing.
And then they're going to show me pictures of black people. This is the Supreme Court Justice, darling. And this is when we went to dinner. And I'm going to be like, oh.
If they were white people, it would be better.
Who cares? I don't want to see any people, okay?
Pictures of black.
But it's going to be black people. It's going to be the shot's going to be from far away. It's not going to be distinguishing. You know what I mean? You're not going to be able to tell anything. You know what I mean?
This is the hell you deserve.
It's going to look like National Geographic.
This is the hell you deserve.
Darling, this is the plant where your father-in-law was helping the blacks.
And then there'll be the group shot of all the people who
all the blacks and the white guy who's my father-in-law.
Right, and you'll be able to pick him out really.
Right. Look at him standing next to the blacks.
And this is a wonderful little child that I met.
Yeah. Look how cute.
Isn't he darling?
Look at the flies.
Yeah.
But I don't know. See, I don't know how people can go to those foreign countries where they're overrun with insects and malaria and
that's why we live here, so we don't have to deal with that.
And when I go on vacation, I go to
these are people.
hotel.
These are people. If there's an ant in their house, they panic and call.
But then they go and they live on the ground and they eat out of gourds.
Yeah.
What is she eating?
I don't know. You come over and you talk to her. So that's going to be my weekend.
Oh, boy.
That's right.
I'll be interested to hear about it on Monday.
I've already made plans Saturday to just go out of the house. I'm going to be looking at some things, my friend.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You have scheduled yourself something.
Yeah, I scheduled myself a little jaunt on Saturday.
A relief and escape.
I just got to figure out Sunday.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I'll work it all out. I got to take a break.
Really? I would like to know what they ate.
I'll find out, I'm sure.
Can you imagine?
We ate mangoes. All right, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1 The Eagle.
6:43 at The Eagle. This is Brad Baxter. It's 6:46 at 97.1 The Eagle.
Call Howard on the Eagle's toll-free line, 1-800-54-STERN.
What you're about to hear is going to shock and disgust you because it's vulgar, even obscene.
You are a liar!
A warning, if there are children in the room, you might not want them to watch this report. It's X-rated radio, barnyard radio, and there's more and more of it on the air because kids love it.
What are you, an old fart?
And now, this station proudly presents The Howard Stern Show.
Yeah, look at that rocket radio. Yeah. Up. Yeah. 1, 2. Cha, cha, cha. Oh, yeah, we get faxes and letters all day. Some guy here in New York just shot a cop and started shooting people, like trying to shoot people in the street and stuff. And then I think, did they have him in custody or did he kill himself?
Are you talking about the guy in Connecticut?
No, I'm talking about this guy in the front page of the paper today. Isn't that up in... Where is that?
Oh, I thought
that's not Connecticut, is it?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I thought it was here in the Bronx or something.
I heard Eastchester. I thought that was Connecticut.
Oh, no, maybe it is Eastchester. That's Westchester. Eastchester is Westchester.
Oh.
Isn't Eastchester Westchester? I mean, I know that sounds kind of weird. Eastchester's in Westchester.
I know. The wonderful section of Eastchester and Westchester.
Yeah, that guy, did he kill himself?
Yes.
He did.
Well, he's dead.
He's
I
dead.
don't know whether he killed himself, and I haven't got those details yet.
Gorillo's buddy knows the guy, grew up with him or something.
Oh, no.
That surprised me?
That guy from the hunting show. Remember when we had the hunting show?
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, I watched the E! Show of David Letterman. And, I was also reading on Prodigy and on the Internet how people love that. So I got curious. I said, let me see what the hell that was. Man, that was a really good 2-part TV show, the David Letterman. I have to check the ratings on that. It was really good on TV. Eye contact was weird. It was good.
You
and
could
Letterman...
see everything. You got the whole full effect.
And Letterman was real good.
Oh, Letterman was wonderful.
Yeah. I didn't realize it till I watched it. Sometimes you're in the middle of it. You don't know how good someone was. So that's neat. That's good. Letterman's been okay with me lately, especially when he let me do the gay kiss and he didn't all freak out and everything, like Jay did. It's funny, someone said to me, I watched the Letterman E! Show the other night. It was wonderful. And then after it was done, I had to go tune over and watch Letterman. I hadn't watched him in months.
See?
Because I saw a different side of him on the interview.
I always thought it would do him good.
Yeah. He loosened up. He did good. It's not so bad being with us.
Sometimes it can work for you.
That's right. That is absolutely right, Robin. Okay. Let me give you an update on what's going on in Richmond, Virginia. This is Mark. Mark owns a music store in Richmond that advertises on our Richmond station. He's one of the guys, because he advertises on our show, he got a letter from the Ukrop brothers.
Oh, he actually was a recipient. Of their interest.
This guy's a nice guy. He owns a music store. He obviously knows we have big ratings, and he's interested in maximizing his advertising dollar. He's
a businessman.
Wants to use our show as an advertising medium. God bless him. I mean, what is the big deal? And, Mark?
Yeah.
So what happens when you get a letter like that? You get nervous, don't you?
Well, that was about the definitely made me think twice,
Right.
And at that point, I've got to be the one that makes my decision as far as the advertising dollars go. And it was pretty simple that the Howard Stern Show definitely brings people in. I got a lot of musicians that come in there, and those guys...
Oh, listen.
Probably the majority of them aren't up
But what's weird is when you get these Ukrop brothers who own these grocery stores. What do they own? Like 25?
Yeah, there's plenty of them all around here.
They own about 25 grocery stores, and I guess among the area merchants, they're like a big deal, because they've made it.
They've made it pretty successful, and so they're like leaders.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, why these guys took it upon themselves, these two grocers, well, I know why, but why they took it upon themselves to take me on and call other businessmen and say, don't advertise on Howard Stern, let's run them out of town.
Mm-hmm.
I think they do it to grandstand and look like they're doing something for the community, when in fact, what are they really doing but writing a letter?
They're just promoting themselves is what they're trying to do.
But guys like you...
become more powerful, yeah. If they were managed to do that, if they managed to get advertisers not to advertise on this show... then they pretty much run who can come into town and do anything.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. This Ukrop's grocery store, they sent letters to other guys, other business people, saying, don't advertise on the Howard Stern Show. They're businessmen and I'm businessman. I'm running a business in Virginia, too.
Yep.
What is it to them? What do they care? Run your grocery store.
Another grocery store, big conglomerate, comes into town and then decides, to say, hey, we can do a lot for your community. Don't put your products in Ukrop.
Yeah.
See, my focus is that if the Ukrop brothers wanted to really make an addition to the community, they should be focused on areas that really need the community support. And to come in on a business like mine, I'm in the old downtown historic district, and it's like we started there from scratch 4 years ago. And the business has done real well. And I'm trying to make headway in order for other businesses to think that downtown may be a vibrant place once again. And for him to send out to all these advertisers, or to all, like hundreds of letters to other people saying, don't patronize my store after I've been busting my hump for 80 hours a week for the last 4 years to make this place successful.
Well, you know what else is weird? It's almost like they're setting themselves up as the moral...
Yeah, they're on the moral high horse.
Yeah, they're the moral high horse. And a guy like you, when you go out of business, and if you didn't have any business, when you're busting your ass for 4 years, you think they're going to come bail you out or help you out?
No.
No.
Absolutely.
My listeners, where is your store?
I'm right down the heart of downtown. The building was built in the turn of the century, and it's a huge four-store. We've got a studio.
What's the name of the store, Mark?
It's Metro Sound and Music.
Metro Sound and Music?
We do much in vintage guitars and all kinds of different amps, and really much like the high-end. We're like a Maserati dealer of guitars and amps.
Anybody who is a listener of mine and needs a guitar or amp, I suggest you go to Mark's store and, check him out, see his prices, and make sure that he gives you the service and everything, but at least give him a shot at selling you a guitar and an amp or whatever it is you need.
See, and if the Ukrop pros really want to help the community, why don't they put I got to tell you one thing, though. They do a nice job. Their stores are good-looking stores, and they run a clean operation. But
who knows?
It's like, why don't they do something about it and plant one of their nice stores in the downtown, because it needs something like that.
You mean, in other words, why not
show the community that they really are behind it, and don't just write a big old fat check to somebody and then tag their name along, because that's so much easier for them to
lip
do
service
than to come downtown in a place like I am and make a business grow like I have.
Hey, let me tell you something. You should be supported. Hey, listen to this. I got a fax. Dear Howard, my father has been an employee at Ukrop for 25 years and is not happy working there. We're both loyal fans of your show and think you should know a few things about the high and mighty Ukrop brothers and how they run their business.
Yes, I'd like to know.
First of all, on March 21st, Ukrops took all the Cosmopolitan magazines off the shelves in every store because there was an article about you in the magazine. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't remember any article in Cosmo.
No, I don't.
So maybe that's not right. But
it's kind of funny, Howard. The closest thing I'll ever see to Ukrops in my area is like when they wave on the Christmas parade.
Yeah.
They cruise by, and that'll be it. Then they're back into their fashionable little places in the West End. But
look at this. Listen to the rest of this fax. It seems like they're trying to control what people can read and listen to. Another interesting fact is there are no African Americans in high positions in their stores. Now, I don't know. Is that true or not? Let's check into it because, listen to this. He says, it's a fact that there's only one African American store manager out of 24 grocery stores, and they call you a racist?
I think there are an awful lot of black people in Richmond, aren't there?
No, it's a huge community of black people.
Yeah,
well,
I think you'd find more than one.
Well, for a bunch of brothers who are calling me a racist in their letter, let's check their attitude toward the racist.
That is a funny allegation for them to make.
Yeah, interesting allegation. I'm a racist, but now I don't know if this is true. I don't know anything about the Ukrop brothers. But if anybody can do a head count of management for me in the Ukrop chain and tell me how many black Americans, Spanish Americans are working in the Ukrop chain, I'd like to know because they've accused me of being a racist. I'd like to know their racial views if they put their money where their racial views are.
I love the thing in this country is now what constitutes a racist is saying something.
Right.
You can do anything you want. You can run your business the same way you always did. As long as you don't say something, you're not racist.
The Ukrop brothers are now hiding from the press by using a spokesperson to react to you. There's no way they'll come on your show and talk to you because they're cowards. They thought they were big badasses when they went around handing out nasty letters to get you off the air. Now they don't even show their faces.
Well, what I'm hearing now is like they're just saying it's their personal view, but of course when I got the letter, it's on the big Ukrop stationery and catering, carry out, and all this other stuff that goes along with it.
So in other words, it's their personal view, but they do it on business letterhead.
Exactly. They're trying to distance themselves from their actions. I think it's just a crock.
Yeah, of course it's a crock. And like there's something wrong with you that like, oh, you're tainted because you advertise on the Howard Stern Show. Well, maybe you need an advertising medium that works, where loyal listeners go and patronize.
Yeah, you're not running a grocery store where everybody has to go anyway.
Yeah.
And it's not the Howard Stern Show, and it's not. See, we advertise on WVGO, and it's not the problem there. I mean, if people got problems with it, they got to look further and go towards, like, maybe the Constitution, you know?
Yeah.
You got the right to do what you want to do in this country. That's why I'm part of it, and that's why I'm running a business and working so hard to try to make it a success.
Yeah. I hope that you get as big as the Ukrop, bro. I hope you have 25 stores eventually, and I hope my listeners patronize your store.
Well, I hope that, see, the thing is, being downtown, my price is already, I don't have the major overhead like they do.
Right.
And I've got the biggest store in town, Howard.
Good. What's the name of it again?
It's Metro Sound and Music.
Metro Sound and Music. When I'm in the Richmond area, that's where I'm going to go.
All right.
Damn right. Go for it, Mark. Thanks, man.
All right, bye.
Thanks for not crumbling to the Ukrop brothers.
I won't.
And my fans will reward you. They will be down there.
Great.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Brave guy. Making a business, trying to...
He makes a good point. They don't care about his business.
Yep. Trying to drive me out of town. Let's find out. I want to know how many black guys work at Ukrop. I don't mean bagging groceries and sitting there. And,
oh, yeah, because they'll say, oh, look at all our blacks.
Yeah.
They're, sitting here, they carry the bags out and sweep the floors.
Yeah, they're well-behaved blacks. How many of them are actually in management positions in the Ukrops where they actually get to sit with the Ukrops and plan the stores?
We also heard yesterday there are no Ukrop stores in black communities.
Yeah. Now, we don't know. We're not in Richmond, but I'd like to...
That's what we heard. I just wanted some confirmation. Somebody get me some information.
Info. We do have a news department, but unfortunately Robin's the whole news department. She can't get down there herself.
I can't be everywhere.
Right. Anyway, this says, we love the show. You have thousands of fans in Richmond that will be really pissed off if you're run out of town. I don't think it's going to happen, though. My father says that since the incident, many employees who were already fans listen to your show now more than ever. He fears that the Ukrop brothers will force them to take all the radios out of the stores and the employees will not be allowed to listen to the radio at all. He says, though, he will listen to your show even if he has to bring in earphones to tune in. By the way, there are many other grocery stores in the area that have much cheaper prices. Keep on talking. We'll be in Richmond listening from 2 loyal fans. That's great. We've got to take a break, but that's an update on what's going on in Richmond, Virginia, where we are under siege.
From two grocery
store owners who want to tell the world what to think. And I'm not going to sit still for it. Just not going to. I'm going to make my audience aware of it. And I want them to know what's going on. The Ukrops who worry about children, they say that I'm a bad influence on children. Well, they sell cigarettes. That's a bad influence on children. And they accuse me of being a racist. Let's find out how many black people are in management at the Ukrop chain. Let's find out how many of our black brothers and sisters are working in that store and not in, grocery bagging jobs for $3 an hour. I'm going to check into everything. Because when I'm accused of being something, I don't mind being accused, but you better have your house in order when you come after me. Because I'm a big badass. This microphone makes me a giant killer. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1 The Eagle.
6:59 at the Eagle. This is Brad Baxter. It's 7:03 at 97.1 The Eagle.
Let's return to The Howard Stern Show.
Thank you, Penthouse Joke Page Martling. You must get the very funny 2-hour video of his wild game, Stump the Jokeman. As a matter of fact, we'll play Stump the Jokeman in a couple of minutes. Gary, see if you can line up some people who want to play Stump the Jokeman. We'll give them some Rainforest tickets. $15, $4 shipping and handling for Stump the Jokeman tape. Spring special, buy 2, get 1 free. Call 1-800-323-KING. And tonight, at the Stress Factory. Is it already March 22nd? You know, I had it marked down on my calendar that Jackie on March 22nd. Is it really March 22nd?
Yes, it is.
Wow. I start shooting in a couple of weeks. I went and got it.
Nervous?
No, I'm very excited actually to do it. And since I've proven to Ivan and Betty tell me I'm a really good actor, so now I'm all fired up. They said I did so good the other day auditioning that no one wants to tell me I did that good. They're afraid that
nobody wants to act with you.
They don't want. No, they don't want.
Stage everybody.
They don't want to jinx it. They don't want me getting full of myself. They like the insecurity.
They don't want you getting full of yourself? It's
Yeah.
a little late.
That's what I told them. Anyway, March 22, the Stress Factory in New Brunswick, New Jersey, with Jake Thomas on keyboard.
Wow, Jake Thomas?
Yeah, he's good. When did he learn how to play? For Jokeland's web address and Sergeant Pecker info, call 516-9221. If you want to stump Jackie, you give us a call now. We'll see if we can't get some people lined up for that very exciting game where I can give away Rainforest Foundation tickets for their 7th annual benefit concert on Friday, April 12th at Carnegie Hall. Now, okay. Somebody wrote me and said, hey, you know, you promised to do a recap of John F. Kennedy Jr. when he was here. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of us didn't get to hear it, so I got some clips together. Here's JFK Jr. when he was on our show talking about fighting with his girlfriend. All right, here we go.
It was funny because once the argument was completed, we kind of looked around and there was this guy sitting on a bench.
Yeah.
And we were like, that's kind of weird, you know. He's sort of looking intently at us, and then about 5 days later, we got the news that the entire thing was televised.
And then you're saying, wait a second, now you have to go through your mind. What did I do? Did I do anything really that bad?
Right. Everyone comes up, well, did you see the tape? Did you see the tape? And I was like, no, I was in it. Why do I have to see the tape?
I watched it. Yeah, I did watch it, actually, and it didn't look like he was really beating her up or anything.
I didn't see it, so I cannot comment.
They were just waving their arms a lot and arguing. Pretty much the way all of us argue with one another. You know what I mean? I know I argue with my wife that way. If that's a crime, they'll put me in jail.
You.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry about it.
You got to express yourself.
Yeah. You got to wave your arms like you're gonna maybe hit somebody.
Oh no! You make those threatening motions.
All that craziness has to go somewhere.
This is JFK Jr. on dating Madonna. What it's like to date Madonna.
So when do you get to the part where you pick up the phone and you say, I want to meet Madonna?
Yeah. Now, how do you get her?
No, that never.
How do you do it?
That never happened.
How does it happen then?
I think I happened to be at the same place, and you know how these things are.
And she was wild for you, right? She saw you.
No.
Women look at me, they want to vomit.
Each other.
You know how women look at you?
Not anymore.
Oh, yeah. You don't know, man. I know it.
No.
So what are you saying? So, like, all of a sudden Madonna's in the room. She goes, oh, my God, like John F. Kennedy Jr., and then she comes over and makes all the moves, or you have to actually talk to her?
No, well, I mean, I did think we were introduced and chatted, and then, you know, her entourage whisked her away, and
that was it?
Then I, walked to the other corner of the room.
Yeah. Little slut.
You're telling me you never dated Madonna?
I'm sorry?
You nailed it, right?
You're telling me you never dated Madonna?
I never dated Madonna, no.
Wow.
That's news.
That was.
Everybody thought they had.
You think that's the truth?
I don't know. When he left, I said to myself, do I believe anything he said?
Interesting. Here he is on dating Daryl Hannah. Okay. All right. Truth. What I thought was cool, cool move, when you rescued Daryl from Jackson Brown. Yeah. Nice.
Oh, boy.
Right?
Well,
he smacked her around.
Does Jackson Brown scare you?
Yeah, that's true. You could beat his ass, right? You know karate?
We've never met, actually.
Are you trained in the martial arts?
No.
And like, what did you say to Daryl? Hey, I'll protect you. I'll take care of you. I'll nurture you.
No, I mean, I don't really know all that much about what transpired, but I think she was in the midst of
bad relationship.
Parting ways. And,
she's
but
sweet.
You know how things get mythologized and exaggerated, and I think that was one of those situations.
Oh, man. I don't know.
How come it's always good when they mythologize about him and always bad when they mythologize about us?
So here's some more on the fight and thoughts on his new girlfriend. He's got some piece of ass holed up in the apartment there. And here's his thoughts on that. And what was the thing you gave her? A friendship ring?
What are you talking about?
That's the move?
They claim there's a friendship ring involved in that.
Who claimed?
What's the ring you ripped off her finger?
About the ring.
Yeah.
Well, I don't really remember what everything that was going on.
What were you arguing? How could you argue?
What?
Give her the goddamn dog. Who cares?
It wasn't about the dog. You know the dumbass things. Excuse me.
Go ahead.
That's all you.
Go ahead.
All the dumb things that you can argue about. It was like some silly argument.
Really?
But then you read about it, and it turns into something much bigger.
It was a 2-second argument. I saw the tape. It was no big deal.
Right.
So wait a second.
What?
So the day is you wake up with this new girl, right?
No, she's not new.
Are you going to marry her?
Me.
What's going on with that?
We've been going out for a long time.
So you're in love?
Friends for years. Yeah.
You are in love. But you've been in love before. You were in love with Daryl.
Hey.
But who knows? But I mean,
You were in love with Daryl, admit it.
Absolutely.
Or you were just using her?
No.
You were in love. But you knew enough not to get married.
One of those questions.
I'm afraid you knocked up this new one, and now you're not going to be able to date anymore.
No, that's not true.
You know pregnancy.
No, that's not true.
So what do you got, like a house or an apartment? You got an apartment, right?
Yeah, we got an apartment in New York.
All right, and then when a girl moves in, like this new one.
Well, wait, it's not like revolving doors.
Well, no, you're smart. You do it for me. I'm a guy who doesn't have a revolving door. 20 years with the same woman.
The door works one way, in.
Yeah, in. No one leaves.
Actually,
Right. I
think actually this is probably...
I'd say in the last 5 years, if I had Daryl Hannah and this Bissett
and
girl...
a few others in between there.
I'd say that's a revolving door for me.
I mean, it's not like they were the only two. There was the breakup with Daryl.
Right.
And then he had a few girls that he had running around with, and then he finally settled on this one.
By the way, I want to go on record. If I ever get to be single and, date, I'm going to do what he's doing. I'm not going to just date a different girl every night. I'm going to, do a couple and then get that out of my system and then live with one for like a year and then live with another one for
a year.
Yeah, trade in like my lease. I'll do it the same time I lease a car. Yeah, every 2 or 3 years. Trade in for a new one.
This is really the first person that I've lived with.
Really?
You didn't live with Daryl?
She
crashed.
Doing a lot of movies and going back and forth, so.
That's cool.
And she mostly lived in Los Angeles.
Well, there you get a glimpse into the Kennedy interview and the Kennedy lifestyle. The lifestyle we all would love. Not bad if you can get it. Of course, you got to be born into it, and you got to be good looking. And you got to be rich. And there's a whole bunch of other things you got to be.
You don't have to be good looking. You have to be rich.
There you go. Yeah, there's a lot of good looking guys running around. It's the rich thing. I know lots of good looking guys who have active sex lives, and they get tons of girls just by walking into a bar, and they flock to them. The trick is to be so good looking that then you go to the next level, which is only models, actresses, superstars. That's what you get when you're a Kennedy.
Yeah, you're sitting there saying, did he have, does he know martial arts when he goes out to rescue Daryl from Jackson Brown? I'm sitting there saying, no, he's a Kennedy. He has that Kennedy shield.
Right. Just stands there.
I'm a Kennedy.
Yeah, I'm a Kennedy. I'm a Kennedy. Kiss my ass. It would be interesting if JFK Jr. was ugly, because his life would still be the same.
Yeah.
Wouldn't make a difference. Yeah, it'd probably be
exactly the same.
Those are wasted good looks.
That's right. God did not have to give those to him.
All right, are we playing Stump the Jokeman here? What am I doing? Hello. Am I breaking?
Yeah, let's break first.
Really?
Yeah.
And then Stump the Jokeman? I just got my juices going. I got to take a break already?
Well,
okay.
We listened to a lot of JFK clips.
Okay. All right. Right back with Stump the Jokeman, and then we got about 50 other things we got to do with you, including Jackie and Gary and Dallas tapes.
Oh.
And, this is going to be funny. Jade Barrymore is coming by, Drew's mom, to do a scene from her new play. Live.
That should be good.
That should be pretty good.
She's an actress. It should be okay.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. See what that's all about. All right, we'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1 The Eagle.
7:13 at The Eagle. This is Brad Baxter. It's 7:18 at 97.1 The Eagle.
And now, a moment in douche chill history.
I just want to apologize to my wife Nancy for the Jessica Hahn death of incident. It was stupid, and I'll never do anything like that again, and I love you, and I'm very sorry. I'm very sincere, and please don't make a mockery of this.
I am sorry.
I'm serious. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to bring the show down. I just wanted to apologize. She's very upset. Thank you.
I don't care. Do you think I care?
The Howard Stern Show. God, is Jackie an embarrassment?
Yes, that's true. All right, way to rock for Jackie. Way to grow some balls. Jessica Hahn bathtub incident. The guy jumped in a tub. It was like a swimming pool. Wife totally deballed him. All right, this is how you play Stump the Jokeman.
He did what he had to do, Howard. He got on the air and embarrassed himself before the entire nation.
And brought further attention to it so that his wife could be further humiliated.
So we never forget it.
Yeah, but
we have not forgotten it because of that apology.
Hey, at that point, it was not the entire nation, Rob.
There you go.
It is
now stand corrected. All right, let's. This is how you play Stump the Jokeman. Let's do it. And
And now, Stump the Comedian with Jackie the Jokeman.
There's Timmy the cat just dropped dead. All right. For example, Robin, ask Jackie a joke and see if he can get the answer.
All right. How do you make time fly?
Just throw a clock out the window.
There you go.
Very much.
What do you do? I heard one the other day. What do you call a lesbian who loves oral sex?
A vegetarian.
A vegetarian. There you go. Okay. If you stump the joke, man, you win a prize. And that prize would be the rainforest tickets.
You know what? This might be a problem for Jackie when he goes out on the road and does Stump the Joke Man and they just get that stupid T-shirt.
That's right. You're going to want rainforest tickets. It's a really good show with Sting and Elton John, James Taylor, and Diana Ross and Don Henley. And it's a nice T-shirt you give out, Jackie.
You could give me a pair of tickets to give out tonight.
No, I won't. Hi, you're on the air. Go ahead and try and stump the joke, man. Okay. Stump the joke, man, win a pair of tickets.
Right now?
Right now.
If you wait any longer, we're going to hang up on you.
What's long, black, and smelly?
What's long, black, and smelly?
The welfare line.
Oh, is that the answer?
The answer is the unemployment line.
That's right, the unemployment line. Okay, sorry.
Is that, he said the welfare line.
No, please, the same thing. Thank you.
Throw a watch out the window.
Is that really long, black, and smelly?
I don't know.
I've never been on one.
That's racist. All right, let's go to the... there must be white people on the line.
They smell, too.
Right.
And they can't whiten it up. The line stays black no matter what.
All right, Jackie, so far you're doing pretty good.
Thank you very much, Howard.
You even got Robin's clock joke. All right, go ahead. What's your joke?
Okay, if the stork brings white babies...
Another racist joke.
And the crow brings black babies, what kind of bird brings no babies?
No babies?
No babies.
Swallows and woodpeckers.
You got it, Jackie.
Well, you know every stupid joke, Jackie.
What is that?
I don't even get it.
That one.
F Jackie, F Timmy.
F Timmy. I don't even get that.
Wait a minute.
A swallow is a type of word.
Yeah, no, we understand if you swallow, you're not going to get pregnant.
So there's your answer.
I see.
You're a little double entendre.
Did you tell that in your act?
No, I don't. Maybe I'm sure I have.
I don't get it either. I'll be honest. I must be stupid. You're on the air. I mean, it doesn't make me laugh. The welfare line one at least made me laugh.
Because it was racist.
Yeah, you're on the air.
Yeah, I got a joke for Jackie.
Go ahead.
What did the white guy say when he found out his sister was pregnant from a black guy?
What?
I don't know.
You don't know this one?
Oh, you're stumped?
Well, take a guess.
Oh, F. I don't know.
What did he say?
Without being monkeys, uncle.
Oh, my.
You didn't know that one,
Awful.
Jackie?
Well, thank God he didn't know it. I hate to give you a prize for something so ridiculous. It's not even a joke. But all right.
I want to stay with Robin instead of a...
Yeah, that joke is the way to warm up to a pal.
I'll be a monkey's uncle?
Kind of funny.
I mean, it's not funny.
So wrong.
Sure, it's
I
funny.
mean, I could laugh at racist humor no matter what the race is, but it's got to be funny.
You don't think I'll be a monkey's uncle?
No, I don't. I mean, it doesn't make me laugh.
If you did it about Gary, at least it would fit the show.
All right, you win Rainforest Foundation tickets. And you'll be going to see Sting, Elton John, James Taylor, and Diana Ross.
You thought it was pretty funny when Howard Cosell said, look at that monkey. Look.
That was funny. But that was different. That was funny.
That slipped.
That was a guy like, look at that little monkey run. Then you see like a black guy running across the field.
You know you're going to be telling everybody the joke, Howard.
You're insane. Hey, if you want tickets, call 212-247-7800. I got to continue with the game. All right? So you win tickets.
Stay on hold?
Yeah, I'll stay on hold. Okay, go ahead. Try and stump the joke, man. Let's see if you can win a ticket.
Hi, what do Jackie's cat and Fred's wife have in common?
That's not a real joke.
I'm intrigued, though. What do Jackie's cat...
And Fred's wife. Oh, I know this one.
What is it?
They both peel off...
No, wait, don't tell us. Don't tell us. Don't tell us. What do you think it is, Robin?
Somebody told me this one. You see if you... On the air.
What?
They both peel off a tire.
Oh.
You guys give the joke.
Why does he keep doing that?
You don't win. You're disqualified. We're in the middle of trying to figure it out.
You don't win the tickets. You blurted out the answer.
Okay, sorry, guys.
They both peel off a tire.
But somebody else wrote me another answer to that, and I just whispered it in your ear.
They're both pussies?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can say that.
I've got to hear that from
All right, two more jokes, and then I'm bailing out of this thing, because
peel off a tire.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't like jokes. What is this? I mean, go ahead.
I think the monkey's on.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, why don't black people get eaten by sharks?
Are there only black jokes?
I was going to say, this is giving America the impression that white people just make up jokes about black people.
Well, maybe that's true.
I'm just wondering, is that the case?
All right,
or is
Jackie.
this an unrepresentative sample?
You know what? Let's not even try to analyze it. Let's let Jackie do his thing. Jackie, why don't sharks eat black people?
I don't think I noticed, but...
Try to guess.
I have no idea. Why don't they eat them?
Yeah.
Because the boombox will get caught in their throat. I don't know.
What is it, sir?
Because they're mistaken for whale crap.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Could you have figured that out, Howard?
No.
That's not a joke.
Oh, my God.
That is not a
No,
joke.
that guy gets tickets.
No, he doesn't. That's not a real joke.
Whale crap's going to be swimming around.
Well, obviously, the guy's just floating. I mean, you know, if you want to get analytical.
Next one, Howard. No
that
one like
isn't
this.
even. That's
No.
not a joke.
I'm giving him tickets.
No, you're not giving him
No, that's wrong.
Giving him tickets. I'm the judge.
Vito.
That wasn't funny, and it wasn't a joke.
Hold on for your tickets.
Thank you.
Howard.
It was bad, but
Sit them in
It
their own
wasn't a
section.
joke.
it was technically a joke.
No, it wasn't.
No,
He made that up himself. We already said the rules are like you can't sit at home and make it up yourself.
Well, like the great General George S. Pataki, I am saying
the governor.
I am overruling everyone.
Fine.
I hope he's sitting next to you, that guy, and tells you jokes all night.
Oh, please. I'm not even. I would walk away. You're on the air.
Yeah, I got a joke for the joke man.
All right, go ahead. Last one.
Is it a real joke?
It's a real joke.
It's a structured joke.
Whale crap.
It's as good as anything you tell, Jackie.
Oh, you...
Let's be honest, Robin. His jokes are all like that. Come on.
If you listen to my goddamn CD, you'd know they're better than that.
Yeah, how about when hell freezes over? All right, let's go.
You ready?
Yeah.
Why did the police take 911 off all the police cars?
Why did the police take 911 off all the police cars, Jackie?
Take
911 off all
He's telling us wrong.
Oh.
He is. Well, tell us the way it should be
Is there
told.
911 medallions on... What do you mean, take them off? Take what off?
The 911 off all the police cars.
What do you mean take it off? Like the sign?
Yeah,
I didn't know this was going to be so complicated. You mean they have 911 printed on the side of the police car?
Yeah.
And they had it. You're saying why did they scrape off 911 off?
Correct.
Okay. Why did they scrape the paint that says 911 off the side of the police car?
I have no idea.
Jackie's making
You're
it.
costing us a lot of tickets today.
You know, Jackie's making it like, Jackie, you have monkeys walking into a bar talking to chickens.
I just don't understand the joke. I never heard of 911 being written on the side of a police car. Go ahead, sir. I don't know the answer. You win.
Is 911 written on the side of a police car?
I've seen it on some police cars in
Yeah.
some places. Yeah.
Isn't there a big 911?
Yeah.
Because this is something they mistake them for some kind of fancy car that has some kind of sticker on it.
All right, so why are the police doing that?
Puerto Ricans were stealing them thinking they were Porsches.
Puerto Ricans were stealing them thinking they were Porsches. Now you tell me.
The 911 is a Porsche.
Now that's a joke, isn't it? I guess.
I don't know if he made that one up.
That's
I
more
don't
of a
know.
joke than the other guy.
It certainly
Really?
is.
Take the other guy's tickets away.
I like the whale crap better than I like this one.
They're all full of whale crap.
All right, dude, you know what? To avoid controversy, I'll just give you some tickets.
Thanks, Howard.
All right.
We seem to be giving away tickets for anything.
I'm just looking to make everyone happy. It's a Friday. Hey, listen, call 212-247-7800 if you want to buy tickets to this incredible show. And for benefit tickets, you can also call 212-245-6570.
Try to avoid anybody who won tickets on this show.
You realize we're going to the Rainforest concert and everyone will be there that we just gave tickets to? The whale crap guy's going to be there.
The den of racism.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
You're sitting in the expensive seats. I'm sitting next to this guy.
Oh, I see.
Wait till Sting brings out the African.
Hey, look, whale crap.
But it really, we have a section.
Right.
I'm in that section.
Right.
I'm going to sit with these guys.
Thing will bring up black people. It looks like the unemployment line.
Yeah, hey, it's a long, smelly line. We got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to the only black man who can get served in Denny's restaurant, Howard Stern. 97.1, The Eagle.
7:29 at the Eagle. This is Brad Baxter. It's 7:34 at 97.1 The Eagle.
You're listening to the Howard Stern Show. Once again, Howard Stern.
Face it. You know where I shop in the Richmond area when I need groceries?
Where?
Rack and Sack and Hannaford's. I go to either the Rack and Sack or I go to Hannaford's. I never go to that other place that wants us off the air. Some guy, I got really burned up when, I kept quiet about this for about a week, that whole Richmond situation where the grocery store is like trying to send out letters to get us off the air, but then I got my ass just got on fire. Same as when I get the hemorrhoids.
Are you sure it's not hemorrhoids?
Well, you know what? Then I apologize. If it's hemorrhoids, my ass is on fire. But, I don't know, man. These Ukrop boys really got me pissed. They really pissed me off. That whole hiding behind that whole religion thing. And some guy says to me, he sent me a fax, and again, anyone can send a fax, so I don't know if it's true. I need confirmation. And maybe our radio station out there can do some research. But he says no blacks are in management. Not one. Check into it. That's what he says. But we got another fax from a guy who said there is one. There was one.
Well, he was a store manager. So.
Yeah. Since I'm such a racist, I want to know what these guys are up to. And also it says they say it was them who built the business, but evidently their daddy is Daddy's boys.
Daddy's the brains.
I knew it had to be something like that. Daddy's boys.
Yeah, because usually the sons of, then they try to, they've got to do something to distinguish themselves.
Listen, I come in contact with a lot of people who advertise and who run businesses, and a lot of these guys are daddy's boys who inherit their business from their daddies. And I would say almost 100% that every guy who inherits a business from their daddy wants to be famous. Mm-hmm. They all want to be bigger than their daddy was. So the first thing they do is they start to really put their own faces on their advertising. They go around. They don't actually work hard. They've got the business already. What they want to do is somehow be known. And this
they've been suffering in the shadow of their father for so long.
But these guys...
Finally, it's like, no, it's us now. We run the company.
And most of them usually self-destruct. It's called second-generation syndrome. It's like when two grocers open up because they think they're better than grocers. They grew up with daddy as the security blanket. Now they're going to be better than grocers. They're going to tell people to go to church. They're going to not sell beer. They get their own little thing going. They're going to write letters to other sponsors. They're going to teach everyone how to behave.
They're busy.
Yeah.
Busy.
They're worried about what people say on the radio. They're worried about racism. But meanwhile, they've had life handed to them on a silver platter. And they're going to tell me how to conduct my life.
And they're going to tell other people who've worked hard and built their own businesses how to run their business.
Hey, want to see Jade Barrymore? Jade Barrymore, she's a hot little piece of ass. She's Drew Barrymore's mother, the actress. And Jade must be about, 40-something.
48.
Is she 48? She's got
big.
She's got the hot little body of a teenager.
48?
She's featured in a sexy picture in my book, Miss America.
She's lying. She's putting her age up, I think.
Yeah. She's in real good shape. She was at the gym the other day doing 500 sit-ups. So I guess as a publicity stunt, they put Jade in the play. Oh, here she is. Here's Jade. She says she would sleep with me if I wasn't married. Yeah, you're looking still good, honey. Every day I have to check you, but you're looking good. Take a seat.
Check it out.
Yeah. I heard you're creating quite a little scene back there at the play.
Why is she creating a scene?
Best.
They put her in that play that Gorilla's in, Gorilla, our intern.
Grandma Sylvia's funeral.
Yeah. That guy over there who runs that play, I guess, is doing anything to get our listeners to show up.
Yeah, he listens to this show continuously and recruits everyone.
Yeah, and he doesn't advertise on our station. He just keeps putting people we know in the play.
Oh, he doesn't?
No.
Oh, I had no idea. Now I get the real dish, right?
Yeah, well, he got you in there, and he figures you can get on the show.
That's the only reason he did it, right?
But the funny thing is, Jade is, really proud of her body.
Uh-huh.
How old are you now, 48?
I'm going to be 50 my next birthday.
Really?
Seriously?
Yeah,
I
amazing.
think you lie about your age in the opposite direction.
Did you have your breast done?
No.
Really? It's amazing.
Is it good?
Amazing.
Well, I wore this Wonder Bra for you.
What do you work out in the gym every day?
I work out at Gold's Gym.
Do you?
Yeah, I have to.
Yeah. I heard you did 500 sit-ups the other day.
Who tells you all this
Gorilla.
stuff? Oh, my God.
You went to the gym with Gorilla.
Yes, I did. He's been working me out.
Yeah.
At the gym.
Yeah. I'm sure he has.
No, he has. There's everything I do.
So anyway, Jade is so proud of her body that she runs around backstage naked.
Is that right?
You do, too.
Oh, no. Who says this?
Everyone says. You were running around in just stockies the other day with no panties.
That's not true. Oh, my
Here's Glenn, the director. Glenn.
Hello.
Glenn.
Jade, don't get mad at me, but I have to speak the truth. You know what we say in the show, Mama Lushin.
Oh, my God.
I got to put the cards on the table.
Glenn's even upset about her nudity.
Why?
Everyone's afraid to tell her that she shouldn't be running around backstage naked.
She has caused such a disruption backstage. It is 10 times worse than anything that Gorilla did with the money.
Right.
What money?
Well, what happened was Gorilla is in the play. And, you know, he's not an actor or anything.
Oh, come on, he's good.
Yeah, terrific. And so I demanded that he get paid 4 times what he was getting paid because he's on the show promoting it for free.
Of course, I didn't talk to Howard before I did my show.
Right, and then I, of course, got him more money. So now all the other actors, so-called actors, were in, you know...
So-called?
Well, whatever. Some of them are so-called. Gorilla ain't no actor.
They kick butt. They're really
I'm
good.
sure they're great. So, Glenn, this is causing a disruption?
Well, the problem is
Thanks,
that
Glenn.
we have a lot of very vain young actresses in the show, and they're all coming to me and saying, Glenn, will you fire me if I get a nose job, if I get liposuction, because I want them to look Jewish. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Jade comes in. She is admittedly 49 years old.
Let's advertise it some more.
Yes, but she looks gorgeous, okay?
All right, yeah.
One of the actors turns to me. I had just had a fight with him and had given him some acting notes. So I thought...
Dude, when you tell a story, you're on the radio.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, you know...
You're obviously not a professional either.
I'm sorry.
All right, so let me help you out here, okay? Because there's something wrong with you, too. Listen to me. Glenn. Glenn. Hello?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
are over the line
Wait a
here.
second. So Glenn is with an actor, and the actor comes backstage, and Glenn figures he wants to talk about acting.
Right.
The actor comes back and begins to say, you know, Jade, he starts talking about Jade's vagina.
He says she has very pretty private parts.
Very pretty private parts. Thank you.
That's a little bit better.
Well, I like the way he told it,
this guy is.
but it's the radio, you know?
I cannot believe this.
So I said-
enormously talented woman.
Yes, she is.
The only thing that's discussed here is my private parts.
Right.
Good for you, Jade. She's absolutely...
We're going to find out if you're talented. You're going to be doing a scene in a minute.
Wait a second here. Let's get back to my private parts.
All right, yeah, so the guy complained. Was he serious when he complained?
No, I thought, what in the world is he talking about?
Right.
I said, how would you know? He says, well, turn around and look. And Jade is bent over looking for her shoes, okay?
Yeah.
How else do you look for your shoes?
In her stockings, high heels, and nothing else.
How could she be looking for shoes when she's wearing high heels?
She looks...
She was trying to get dressed in a dressing room with 21 people up each other's arms.
She's switching from her costume shoes to her real shoes,
And
Rob.
she wasn't wearing panties, so she just had that pantyhose thing on?
Exactly.
And she's bent over cracking a smile.
Now, I want you to know that Jade looks so good that even our gay actors were staring
No,
at
but
her.
wait a second. You told me that there was genuine concern in the group.
This story's not that bad. Wait a second.
No, it's not. I mean, you're making it sound like it's shtick, but you...
No. I had some of the women come up to me and complain about it.
And they want her out of the show?
Well, it's not that they want her out of the show, but they feel that she has put more energy into showing her body off backstage than into doing the show.
Yeah. I heard when Jade first joined the show, all the actors were in an uproar.
How
right,
long
Gorillo?
has she been doing it?
Oh, thank you.
Weren't they, like, all pissed off and stuff?
About what?
About her being in the show? Well, I don't know why. They get resentful or something.
But tell me why. Tell me. Give me the dish.
I think if anybody just walks
in, the truth.
like most of them are actors that go out and audition. I think when someone walks in off the street and just gets a part,
Right.
I think they sort of get. Well, you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That doesn't audition. That doesn't go out to auditions. They kind of
She
get a
got in
little...
because she's Drew Barrymore's mother.
Exactly.
But, hold on, this is true. One of the actors in our show, several of the elder actresses complained that he was wearing these jock straps in the dressing room, and I told him, listen...
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Glenn, what are you talking about?
Glenn, where are you, pal?
Hold on. I said to him...
Who?
An Uncle Harvey character, all right?
Yeah.
And I said, listen, if you're going to wear a jock strap, you got to go into the bathroom. The actresses are complaining. So now he's saying to me, Glenn, if she's going to walk around without panties, I'm going back in the dressing room with my jock strap.
Sounds like these guys have a lot on their mind.
Wait a minute. I am 2 seconds in the dressing room for my regular clothes.
Don't you have any decency, though? Don't you want to cover up your private area so people...
Absolutely. I thought I was the model of decorum, and I find out...
I mean, I'm the kind of guy
people
with...
are excoriating...
No. You're making a joke of this, but seriously, like when other women are around and stuff, and, you know, like a guy digs seeing that. I like seeing it.
You do?
You know, yeah, of course
Absolutely.
I dress like this
But,
for you, Howard.
but seriously, don't you feel a little odd walking around with your private parts hanging out?
First of all, let us get this very clear on the air. while I have a forum here. I do not walk around. I stand at my little dressing table in the room of 21.
Yeah, but there's 21 people in there.
Yeah, but I change from one outfit to another. I mean, to try to go in the
so
back.
maybe put on a pair of panties.
No. To try. Yeah, that I could do.
I mean, I think that's what they're saying, aren't they?
No.
I've never seen so much in the dressing room in the 3 years of the run of the show.
If I would try to go in the bathroom,
I would make it for the first don't you think you're trying to make a scene by not wearing panties? You know you're bending over and you're not wearing panties.
I'm going to wear a sweatsuit. I'm not walking.
Jade, I mean, seriously, you know that you're making a scene, don't you? I mean...
Oh, I didn't mean it, Howard.
No, but don't you want to... Why do you want to make such a scene?
I absolutely never thought...
Do you want to be the focus of attention?
No, absolutely. I thought...
What is it, Gary?
But I love Jade, but you're right. She creates a scene wherever she goes because Ganji and I were just discussing how many times we saw the really cute black lace panties that she's wearing.
Oh, right.
Because you could see she wears these tiny short dresses. She crosses on her crosses. I'm not trying to look.
Yeah, but backstage, wouldn't you...
First of all, I thought that I was with professionals who would simply change and be into their character, trying, to make the best performance that they can make and not wondering about whether or not I had panties on.
Well, obviously that's not the case.
Yeah, obviously.
One of the complaints that one of the cast members had
here we go.
And believe me, it doesn't bother me. But she was like in the checking out her butt in the mirror and stuff like that.
That's right.
I'm so happy that it's not coming out from behind my knees, okay?
She has every right to check her butt. But she was like checking her butt, and the person next to her goes, "Come on, you're staring at yourself,"
Right.
Because she was jealous that Jade looked so hot.
Wait, what was that statement again?
This director is really annoying me.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, he finally said something nice.
Okay, Glenn. You're off.
Bye.
Bye.
No, he said something really, really... No, it's all due to your book, Howard. It's because of the book, saying I have a fantastic body.
You do.
And that I look great and I'm very, very sexy. Yeah.
You know what I want to do? I want to take a break, and I want to see you act. I got to see this. We've asked another actress.
What does she play in the film?
Who knows?
I mean, in the play.
I don't know. I don't even know what gorilla plays in the film. Or the play. Or whatever. What is it you play again?
I have two different roles. I play a sexually compulsive grandson, and
he
I
does
play
it very well.
an Italian son-in-law.
Yeah, and what do you play?
I play Natalie Chasen, the resident shiksa, who is trying to infiltrate the family by being engaged to Jerry.
Does this place sound totally
ridiculous?
It's a dysfunctional Jewish family.
It's a wonderful place.
It's a dysfunctional...
It's a slice of life.
Right.
It's a roller coaster ride. Everybody's very happy. I'm so happy to be in it. I'm so happy to be in New York.
Right, you're happy.
How long have you been
happy. I've been in it 6 weeks, and I want to be in it longer and longer and longer. Because I'm telling you, I walk down the street here in New York. Everybody calls my name. Well, not everybody. People call my name from cabs.
Right.
Walking
They
down
love
the
you.
street in the subway. Jay. No, not because of the play, because they all know me so much.
From the book.
From you and from
Miss
the book.
America.
Yeah, but no, I got some comeuppance. I went to this place called Minnie's Car Wash, and there's this guy on stage who was wonderful. He was like cross between Stevie Ray Vaughan and Jimi Hendrix. His name was Paul Cody.
Did you do him?
Not yet. No, I don't. No. So he gets off stage, and I go to congratulate him because he's so wonderful. And he's like 22-year-old wonder. And so I go over, and he said, "Wait a minute." And he's looking at me, he starts smiling. I go, "Oh, he thinks I'm kind of cute." And so he said, "I know you." And he said, "You're on Howard. You were on Howard." I said, "Yeah." He said, "You were in Howard's book." And I said, "Yeah." So I go like this, arranging my hair. And he said, "Oh, man," he said, "that Howard's the greatest." He said, and he goes on in this litany about you.
What about...
And he never says a word about me.
Yeah, but you're going to do him, right?
No, not after that approach.
Right.
No, he says, "I wrote this song for Howard. I love it."
What about your daughter, Drew Barrymore? What about your daughter? Has she come to see the play?
Not yet.
Really? Man. Are you Mother of the Year or what? Her own daughter hasn't come to see the play.
Can I give a reason here? I feel like I'm in
What is the reason?
I feel like I'm in the Spanish Inquisition here. I swear to God.
Go ahead. What is the reason?
There is a very specific reason.
Most people in the Spanish Inquisition wore panties. Right, Robin? All of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
And they certainly didn't shave like Jade either.
Right.
Oh, for my vagina. All right, so...
You should be.
You should be, is right.
No matter what I say, I dig myself deeper and deeper.
I can't believe Drew doesn't get in touch with you.
Stop that. All right, can I...
You know who has more contact? You know who has more contact with Drew than her? Aqualung.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, we saw him last night.
That guy who hangs out on the movie sets?
Yeah. He goes, "Oh, how's Drew doing?" Like, he knew where Drew was, and she was like, "Oh yeah, that's right."
No wonder Drew is drinking so much.
Imagine Drew comes backstage.
Her mother's running around naked. Oh, yeah, backstage, and her mom's cracking a smile in her pantyhose.
The other 2 times I was here, you were so nice to me.
I'm being nice.
So sweet.
It's funny.
You had me on your lap, and you've been wonderful.
I'm going to get you back on my lap.
Well, I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Okay, now you want to know about Drew?
Yeah. How come Drew...
What have you read?
Now that I have no credibility.
She knows less about Drew than we do.
What have you read about her?
Right.
I don't know. Have you guys heard anything?
If she's still writing... Every time you run into Jade Barrymore, she's like, have you seen Drew? Did you hear from her?
Does anybody know where she is?
She's asking interns if they've seen Drew.
We're going to have a mother-daughter photo on the cover of Good Housekeeping next time.
I'm sure. So what's the deal? How come she doesn't come to see the play?
Because I wanted to know whether I was going to be good enough. You know, I didn't know if I was going to get the vaudeville.
Please, Jade, this is your daughter.
No, for her, of all people, I want to be good.
Right. You want to practice.
Yeah, I want to be proud of myself. Now I'm a damn good actress.
Right.
So, yeah, meanwhile, I'll get the vaudeville hook in here. Stop smirking.
I didn't smirk. No.
That wasn't smirk.
You were smirking.
No, I wasn't.
Oh,
all right, listen, let's take a break.
Okay.
All right, in other words...
So does Jade know you're in the... I mean, does Drew know you're in the play?
Thank you, Ross.
Yeah, does Drew even know you're in a play?
Yes.
How does she know?
How did she know?
How did you get word to her?
It was in the paper.
Yeah, if you wanted to make an appointment to get a word in here...
How do you know
I'd like to
that
make
Drew
a
knows?
reservation.
Go ahead.
Because I sent her a letter, I sent her the bill, and I called her. And I said, don't come until I'm confident enough to know that I'm going to really do a really good job, kick ass, and not be sent home on the next plane.
Wait a minute.
So
you wrote her a letter.
Right.
You wrote her a letter.
And I called, and I sent her
Did you call her people, or did you call your daughter?
Her.
Oh, you got to speak to her?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
I sent her the playbill.
Right.
That I'm in, because they took a few weeks to print the playbill, because they also were wondering whether or not I was going to be able to stay.
Right.
Be any good. So 3 weeks into the playbill had my name on it. So I thought, well, I'm legit and credible. They spent the money for the playbill.
So now she's able to come.
Now she's going to come.
Now you're going to invite her?
Mm-hmm.
I see. When will
is
that
she
happen?
going to be there?
Yeah.
I don't know.
She doesn't know where she is.
Weeks.
I don't even believe she really talked to her.
I don't either. I think she sent her a letter.
Yeah.
She went to a publicist.
She talked to her secretary or something.
No one believes
I don't believe you talked to Drew and told her.
I cannot believe it.
I don't know.
Why would you write her a letter and call her on the phone? You would call your daughter on the phone.
Because when I sent the playbill, I sent a letter with it. I'm not just going to send a playbill in the mail.
Yeah, Robin.
No, she says originally she wrote a letter. Originally, she wrote a letter, and then I followed it up with a call.
Would you be willing to take a lie detector test?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
I think I'm going to have to in this place.
All right, when we come back, I want to see you act. I want to see what's going on. I want to see if they gave you the role because you're Jade and you're Drew's mother, or they gave you the role because you're a good
Let's
actress.
put a little pressure on Jade.
Right, we're going to take a look.
Are you an actress or not?
Yes, I am.
All right, well, we will
Are
find
you
out.
going to be nicer to me?
No.
Not pick on me. Oh.
This is the Spanish Inquisition.
I know. Be a little sweeter to me.
All right, okay.
After the break.
Okay.
You promise?
After the break, I'll be sweet.
Okay.
What, you think I've been mean?
No, a little.
No. Wow.
Don't you like
Just
me
trying to do a show. Yeah, I love you. All right. I love you a long time.
Where did I hear that
Do you
before?
flash the audience your private parts?
No!
Wait. But
Oh, my God.
she's very... Her character's like always crossing and uncrossing the legs.
Oh, yeah? And she doesn't wear panties. She's like the Sharon Stone of this.
One guy came, sits in the audience, goes, Jade, I saw it tonight, and I saw it in clear view.
She don't care.
I thought this was a family play.
Yeah, it is.
It's supposed to be.
Yeah, the man's
That's right.
But you can get a couple of nice tight shots right up her skirt.
Really?
Oh, my God.
Is that why you don't wear the panties? You want people to see your choochie?
It's like people say, I don't come here to be insulted. Yeah, where do you usually go?
All right, let's take a break.
Give him your address. I swear to God.
She's like Sharon Stone. All right. Jade Barrymore.
When
and
I
next,
start making her salary, I'll be happy.
next, you're going to act for us.
Yes.
We're going to see what this...
I'm going to attempt.
We're going to take a look. Jade Barrymore and Sherry Goldner will perform.
Why do I feel like this guillotine is above my head?
There it is. The acting is a very tough profession. You've got to do good. This is your chance to prove it to the world.
Well, thank you very
All right.
much.
So I want you to do your warm-up. Do you taking acting lessons?
No, I
You
did
do this-
tons of acting
You
lessons
did.
in the past.
Do you do warm-up exercises?
I'm going to be 50 my next birthday. It's
I
not
know
like
you
I just joined the planet.
Do you do warm-up exercises?
Yeah, and you're laughing.
Really? Well, you're going to have to take off that dress for those.
Oh, my God. It was
Do you need to change into an outfit in front of us?
You want the full effect, the backstage.
Yeah, can we see you change as well?
You got to talk to her about how she works out, too.
Oh, really? Why?
She's a maniac.
But you know something?
She's a maniac in the gym.
What does she do? For like 2 or 3 hours?
Literally, we go... I go home at 11:30 after the play, and she goes to the gym.
Yeah.
Right.
She wants to work out. She doesn't stop. She goes like every day.
And how many hours do you work out?
Oh, just about an hour or two.
An hour or two? And do you eat anything, or do you starve yourself?
Oh, I don't.
You don't
I
eat?
eat like a little piglet.
Do you really?
Yeah,
What do you eat?
a lot.
What do you eat for dinner?
Chocolate mousse cake.
Oh, yeah. Last night there was chocolate mousse cake, and I stuffed myself.
How come she could do that?
Because she's been working out all her life, obviously.
And what do? You run?
Believe me, this is a real big press release. I have a high metabolism.
So do you run and stuff, and you do aerobics?
Just the gym.
Just weights?
You don't do aerobics?
I do the Stairmaster.
Oh. Well, that's aerobics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
How long? What level do you do the Stairmaster at?
highest level.
Really?
Level 12.
12 or 14. I can't remember which it is.
Yeah, 12 is the highest.
Yeah.
For how long?
About an hour.
Oh, my God. No wonder you can eat whatever you want. You don't have a high
By
metabolism.
the time I'm off, I weigh 2 pounds when I'm done with the
Yeah, you need to eat.
Yeah, on the stretcher.
I also read that you jog sometimes, that you jog chasing Drew. Is that true?
Whenever she sees Drew, she runs.
Yeah.
That happens to be true.
And that's when Drew gets her exercise.
And you must really sweat in the gym. I mean, you get all smelly and everything. No wonder you can't wear panties. You got to air out. What happens? Like, you ever been next to somebody at a gym when they're doing the Stairmaster? And it's like, like an hour at level 12, and like the whole place takes on a stink. Because, I mean, you really do sweat up a storm when you go in.
You think people shouldn't do that?
Well, yeah. I mean, do it at your house. I mean, for God's sakes, I mean, they're sweating and dripping and smelling.
Actually, I don't sweat that much. I
Really?
have a towel with me, and I'm really kind of cute. You can join me on the Stairmaster. You can be on the next Stairmaster.
My eyeballs would blow out.
And you could sniff my little neck. As a matter of fact, which you're going to have to do in a little while because I wore this special perfume just for you.
Oh, super.
And so, therefore, you can... Oh, you can check it out anytime. You can come to the gym with me.
All right.
Come up to Gold.
Love to see it.
Work out with me.
What do you wear when you work out? What does she wear?
You know what?
Clothes and nothing else.
I have to admit, she's not like a thong person when she's in the gym. She has
Tell
like
them what I wear when I
she has like
exonerate
sweatpants,
me.
like baggy sweatpants, and like a sweat top. She wasn't.
Baggy, all the way.
All right. And then when you get to the play, that's where you like to show your vagina. Yeah, that's where she checks it out. It's been covered up all day.
Exhibition.
All right, Jade is going to perform a scene from Grandma Sylvia's funeral, which she is in. And she's also hosting an Oscars party
this
at
is very important, right.
Iridium.
Iridium, hosting an Oscar party to benefit Broadway Cares and Equity Fights Aid. Monday night, 8 to 12 p.m. Les Paul is going to be playing. I'm going to be selling photographs with me dressed.
Hard to believe you're 50. Jesus.
Yeah, really. I look at her every day and go, I can't believe she's 50.
Right.
Unbelievable.
You ever had a facelift?
Not yet.
Really?
Why?
No, I'm saying it. It's pretty good. All right, let's take a break.
A hint here?
No, I'm paranoid. All right, let me take a break.
After this bath that I've taken with everybody, I'm a little paranoid.
All right. We're going to see some acting next.
He's promising he's going to be very sweet to me after the break.
Oh, yeah.
We shall see.
We'll be very sweet.
In the book, you said I'm so sexy and wonderful.
You are, so calm down. You're all uptight.
I'm not uptight. I just want you to be sweet.
We'll take a break. Nothing sweet about me.
Oh,
I'm a very sour man.
That's not true of the photo session. You were really sweet.
No, you were very sweet, too. That's how you're supposed to behave. We'll take a break, and then we'll come back and see some acting from Jade Barrymore right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. More after this. 97.1 The Eagle.
7:57 at The Eagle. This is Brad Baxter. It's 8:03 at 97.1 The Eagle.
We're back with The Howard Stern Show.
All right. When you're in the Richmond area, where do you shop? Rackensack or Hannaford's? Where do you go?
In the Richmond area?
Yeah. Hannaford's?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I go Rackensack. I go to Hannaford's, too. That's where I go. That's what I like. Hey, sitting here with me today is very lovely Jade Barrymore, mother of Drew, who I learned her real name is Andrew. Is that right? Your daughter's name is Andrew?
No. Who
It's
said
not?
that?
Fred told me that.
I read that. Come on.
I swear to God, I read that in a book.
Now, why would I do that?
Why do you do anything?
Why do you run backstage with your panties on?
Oh, no. I really thought that last segment was done.
I'm just trying to find out what her exercise routine. That's what I was doing during the commercials. And then I, of course, gave Jade a few hugs. But I've been acting pretty professionally. Maybe I'm maturing as an adult.
I saw you in there all over her. Don't give me that.
Yeah.
She's throwing herself at you.
Yeah, well.
Harvard, I was saying on the show last time, maybe I shouldn't be saying this and that. Nobody will ever speak to me again. And then you said to him, no one's speaking to you now. And I said, that's true.
Right, you got to think about it. All right, let me see you act.
I am
ready. Yeah, you ready?
Of course.
Bring in your partner, Sherry. Mm-hmm. Now, tell me the scene here that I'm going to be watching.
Now, I have a few questions.
Right.
Technical questions. Do I keep the earphones on? Or?
If you would prefer, yes.
See, I don't know which
It's up to you.
But how do we get the sound?
Through the microphone. Hi there. This is, of course, Sherry Goldner. Hi, Sherry. How are you? Take a seat or stand, whatever you prefer. Now, Sherry, who do you play in the play?
Oh, I play Marlena Weiss-Grossman, the bitch goddess of the family.
I see.
Every Jewish man's nightmare.
Now,
So wonderful.
so were you angry when Jade got the part? Were you one of these people who said, hey, wait a second, who is this Jade?
No, I was in L.A. taking a little time off.
Right.
And I got a call that Jade was coming in because the woman who created the role was out having knee surgery.
Right.
And,
do you think Jade was the one who banged her in the knee with a pipe or something?
Oh, no.
No, okay. Yeah, and then...
So they said, would you work with her and kind of prep her in the role and everything? And I said, okay,
So she won't be a total embarrassment.
And the first night I met her, we went out for Chinese food. We had a lot of fun.
Yes.
And she's really a doll.
And she was professional. She memorized her lines. And did she start complaining to you that she can't see her daughter, Drew Barrymore?
Okay, so you can't imagine why her daughter doesn't talk to her.
Yeah, right. Can you imagine why her daughter doesn't talk to her?
Well, I just got off the phone with Drew in the back. She said to say hi, by the way.
Yeah, right. You have her number, but of course Jade doesn't.
She talks to Sherry.
I love her to death.
Do you actually know Drew Barrymore?
No.
No, you did not.
I met her for 1 second once she'd never remember at one of the
Right.
comedy awards.
I see.
That's closer than Jade has gotten.
Yeah, you get to see her more. Now, can you understand why Drew doesn't want to talk to her mom? His mother's a very lovely woman.
She's lovely, and
She really
has
is.
a very nice body.
Yes. You think that's
Like her running around like she does and checking herself out.
She does, but if I look like her, I
You do the same thing.
I get dressed with my back to the mirror, Howard.
Really?
The whole thing.
You don't want to see it.
No.
But it doesn't bother you, her antics backstage.
No.
Do you
The
two?
woman did Playboy. Well, you know,
Yeah.
she's fine.
So if she's running around in her pantyhose with no panties,
around.
do you
She's
don't
running. She's trotting.
you don't mind? And the two of you never got it on and got drunk while you were rehearsing your lines and no.
Well, give it a little time. I've only been there 5 weeks.
5 weeks, but you did offer, right? You made an offer.
Yeah, but I'm trying not to appear predatory, if you don't.
Oh, okay.
The
Well, then
subtle
we won't
approach.
talk about that.
So you say that.
Known for the subtle approach.
So you say you're happy with Jade's acting and you're happy with Jade.
Delightful.
And you're happy with her as a mother, and you don't understand why Drew doesn't talk to her.
She does
Well,
speak to me.
I don't know her relationship.
When is the last time you spoke to Drew? Be honest.
Oh, my God.
How many weeks?
Last
Months?
week.
Last week, really?
Yeah,
What?
I have no credibility here.
No one believes you.
Right about anything. Right?
Somebody call Drew and get a confirmation.
We need confirmation on that.
Yeah, we need confirmation on that, on her relationship with her daughter, what her body really looks like, if she is the flasher she appears to be, if she can even act.
Sherry, does she come on to all the other actors? Does she come on to a lot of the male actors?
Oh, they come on to her.
They do. All right.
Of course.
All right. Now let me see the scene.
Can I say
Yes,
one
go
thing?
ahead. Sure.
She is not the only actress in the show that wears pantyhose without underwear.
Is that right?
Oh,
There's a whole bunch of them.
her stock is going up.
All
I
right.
mean, mine, no. I don't. I kind
Let
of.
me see. You know what? Enough of this talk. Let me see if there's some legitimate acting going. A lot of people are going to doubt that Jade can act because they're going to say she got the part because she's Drew Barrymore's mother and that she's on the show.
I'll tell you this. In addition to the opportunity that I have in
Get
the
close
show
to that microphone,
and
please.
credibility.
Yeah.
I also am in the play. So
Yes.
if they would come to see me in the play in context, because it's a damn good play, and I'm
Okay.
hardly the only one in it.
Right.
If they would see me in the play itself, they would have a much better
So
evaluation.
you're making excuses now that this is not...
Exactly.
I see.
Exactly.
I just need to say one thing that I heard her description of her character, and she did leave out one thing.
Uh-oh.
She's a former prostitute.
All right.
In the play.
In the play, okay.
If you don't want.
who has parlayed her money into a love oils company, okay? And she's been with my brother-in-law for years, but...
May I see the scene?
Sure.
All right, thank you. All right, two actresses.
She just wanted to set it up.
I want to set it up. That
Robin, shall we evaluate on a scale of 1 to 10 when we're done? Should we write down?
It's going to be a small scene.
Let's do Olympic grading.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
All right. All right.
Okay. We're
All right.
adversaries. Everyone hates me. They all love her.
Okay, it's a fight scene. Go ahead.
I also have something I would like to share.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Unlike what Marlena thinks that I'm the chicks of the universe, I have a very successful love oils company, L'Essence, which is French for essence.
Like we couldn't figure that out by ourselves.
You may recognize us on our infomercial, which is on Saturday night if you stay up late, right after Ron Popeil's Hair in the Can.
Yes,
Remember
you know
that?
about Ron Popeil's hairy can, all right?
So we are really getting into the mainstream. But we owe a great deal of our success to our award-winning costume designer, Robin Quivers. If you could please stand up and take a bow.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much.
Robin, get in this.
Robin is a Jewish saint. And she is actually the costumier for Eric Estrada.
She must have a lot of time on her hands.
But she not only did Eric.
Who hasn't?
She also did a whole new look for Sally Struthers, which she is now using in Save the Children.
Oh, I think Sally's eating those children.
That's a good line.
We also have an 800 number that is ringing off the hook, and so I have created a brand new love oil. This oil is edible, it's digestible, and it is filled with protein. And we are going to call it... Esprit de Sylvie, in keeping with the French motif. And 10% of the proceeds of every sale is going to the Sky Lake Fertility Clinic in North Miami Beach, which is where Jerry and I want to have our daughter.
Oh, why bother trying? Your eggs are poached.
Wow.
Elena, don't you think it's time for the women in this family to support each other like sisters?
First of all, Schwester, Nebuch, you're not in this family. And if you wanted support, you should have worn like a whole bra.
All day long, I have tried to see the goddess in you. But you just want my Jerry, that's all. I can see that now.
Want him? Already had him.
Wow.
What? Been that done? Come on. You know, I've had it with you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we got a hair pulling scene?
What are you guys doing? Oh, whoa.
Wow.
What was that about? There's real acting going
I'm
on.
sorry, Marlena.
They just ripped each other's tops off. Hey, now.
And how did you get yours? These are from Ginseng?
Oh,
Ginseng,
man.
right. And I'm really a size 3. I'm just retaining water.
Are you guys doing the whole play?
That's it.
Wow.
That's the scene.
Woo. All right, what is it?
The problem is we didn't get to get up and be adversarial and do this whole number with each other.
That's all right. I'm an actor myself. I can tell what's going on. Jackie, give him a scale of 1 to 10.
It's tough.
What do you mean it's tough?
I was entertained. I thought it was funny.
So give him a number.
I'll give him an 8.
All right, not bad.
Good. Thank you, Jackie.
Robin?
I'll say 7.5.
7.5. Robin's been in the TV movie of the week. That's why she's a little tougher.
Actually, she's
Fred-
the costumier.
Fred thinks he's a actor. What is it?
I tell you, if she lifts her skirt right now, I'll give her a 10. If she doesn't, she gets a 7.
All right. Lift your skirt up quickly.
My score would have been higher if she had been turned this way when her blouse was ripped off.
Right, I'll give her.
Yeah, nice shot, by the way. There you go.
Okay, 8.5.
All right. Yeah, I got to go with the general consensus here. 8.5 is very nice. Very nice job. I was surprised. Yeah, I thought you did a good job. I was ready to throw you both out of here.
No, it's very hard because we do a lot of physical action and not being...
All right. You got a compliment. Don't now push for more.
You
did
good
fine.
mark.
You did good. You did good.
It was a little, I think...
She's gonna. And it could have been much better. Please, you did fine. Cut. That's it. When you get a compliment, live with it. That's all. Jade Barrymore and Sherry Goldner and Grandma Sylvia's funeral. I just wanted to see what was going on. Very nice job, Sherry.
Thank you so much.
For tickets, call 212-691-1555. And Jade is hosting an Oscar party at Iridium on Monday, March 25th. You'll be there wearing no panties.
Oh, my God.
Broadway.
I'm wearing a beautiful long dress, a gown.
With no panties.
With no panties. Admit it.
I'm gonna have all these people sending panties to the place. Snuggies, long johns.
Very nice job. I see. All right, you did good.
I just need to tell you that I play the gorilla's aunt, Marlena.
Listen, nobody
His
cares.
mother-in-law.
Nobody cares.
No,
you did fine. You did good.
No,
you did
I'm trying
good.
to make
You
him
did fine.
feel good. He's a good kid.
Jade, anything else you want to say?
I want to say the gorilla is wonderful in this play.
Oh, please. Okay.
He is.
I've seen him.
No, he is.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody go see Grandma Sylvia's funeral. Robin and I would be there, but we're too busy.
Wait a minute. I was just going to say,
Very
that
busy.
was my next question. Are you going to come and see this play?
Your daughter won't come to see. When she comes, we'll come.
Oh, maybe
If Drew comes, I'll go. All right, when your daughter's there.
Wait a minute.
If your own daughter won't be there, then why should
Wait
I?
a minute. I just heard this. If she comes, you will come as well.
That's right.
And you, Robin?
That same day.
We'll come the same day as Drew.
Jackie, Fred?
Sit at the same
They're all coming.
Right. That's the deal.
Howard is snickering here.
You look better than you look better than your daughter. Believe me.
Oh.
All right.
Howard, if you ever want a part in the show, since you've been able to help everybody else,
Thank you.
You think you can find a place for him?
I
Very
would
nice.
love him to play my husband.
I would like to do that as well.
So call our producer and get yourself a bundle and come do a fun thing.
I'd kill myself first. Thank you. All right. Okay.
No. Wait a minute. Wait. This will hone your acting skills for the film that you're going to be doing.
I'll be quiet.
And get you into shape.
No wonder your daughter can't talk to you. You're a nag. Now listen to me.
I never shut up.
Jade Barrymore, thank you, and I want to thank Sherry Goldner for coming in this morning, early in the morning, and doing some acting for us. It's not an easy task.
Yes, true.
And we'll take a break, Rob. We'll come back with your phone calls and various other things we must discuss. We must move the show along.
All right.
It's a Friday, and we're very busy.
Can't get bogged down here in the end.
Yeah, I can't sit here all day and watch plays, okay?
Without panties.
Right. We'll take a break. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Howard.
Bye-bye.
We'll be back with the Howard Stern Show. Don't go away. 97.1, The Eagle.
8:14 at the Eagle. This is Brad Baxter. It's 8:20 at 97.1, The Eagle.
It's the Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
Did you read that Kathy Lee and Regis got beat in the ratings? Finally?
Wow, good.
By some news program or something. In the morning. That was good. I hope they bomb.
She's probably going to use that to get more control of the show. See, Gelman doesn't know what our audience wants.
I need to get more control of the show because that Jew doesn't know women in the Midwest were good Christians. You see, a Jew boy. Jew boy! Yoo-hoo! Incubus!
Want a Corky update?
Yes. What is going on today?
All right, here's Corky, the guy who was thrown in jail by his wife, Miss Howard Stern, 1994. Corky.
Hello.
Give us an update. What's going on today?
No, I just, the other day when Dominic called in and he tried to, depict me as, some lunatic, and he said I was on drugs, I realized when I was in the hall of the courthouse...
He asked you if you were on drugs.
Yeah, but I had a witness, Howard. I had a witness standing right next to me that watched the whole thing.
Don't you realize your life is becoming this incredible soap opera and you're involved in all the wrong things?
Yeah, but come on. I mean, is that unethical for a lawyer to, throw you against the wall and threaten your life in court?
Well, that's not what he said he did.
Well, that's what he did, though. I had a witness.
Oh, so what are you doing now? You planning a lawsuit against him?
I'm not planning a lawsuit against him. I just want to know where he's coming from with that. I think that's, ridiculous, you know?
Listen to me. You've got to go back to work. Here's my final statement.
I have to go to court this morning. I'm in court this morning.
Oh, good.
What is
okay,
your
now,
court, appearance about this morning?
What do you think?
For when I got locked up Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
All right, so anyway, Corky was married to Miss Howard Stern. Miss Howard Stern, 1994, who we crowned New Year's Eve 2 years ago. About a year after the New Year's Eve show, I guess they started having marital problems.
Not marital problems. She ran off with an ex-boyfriend.
That's a marital problem.
That is a big marital problem.
Yeah, she had to show off her new breast implants, you know?
Right.
When did she get breast implants?
2 months before the pageant.
Oh, is that right?
Dr. Alan Matarazzo cost me almost $10,000 for that.
No kidding. He did a great job. I mean, your wife...
I got her the best. I got her the best of everything.
Your wife...
Maybe you were a good husband.
Your wife maybe has the breast implants I ever saw, because that picture you showed me, she looked like an A-cup.
Not even.
And then they
made... like Aunt Jemima's pancakes.
And then you got her breast implants. What are those, saline or...
They're saline.
Saline. Wow, what a job.
And they went under the muscle, huh?
What a job taking care of her for 2 weeks after she had them. She couldn't even move off her back.
See?
You know?
Well, yeah, you put a big load on there.
Big load.
Howard, you know what's funny about, he was on the air for those...
It was nice of you to fix those boobs for that cop.
Yeah, so that he could go off with another guy.
He's enjoying your boob
He
job.
got your boob.
Yeah. Who's a boob now?
You should fight for custody of those.
Yeah, you should ask for him back.
Go visit him. Well, I get half of them back, don't I?
Yeah, you get half of them back.
Right.
Right. Yeah, you seem to be in better spirits today.
Well, look what's going on. You have this guy Dominic. He's nothing but a white Al Sharpton. I mean, he's probably defending Tawana Brawley today,
So what are you going? You're going to court today, Gary? You wanted to say something.
Corky was complaining. Remember, he was on the show pleading with his ex-wife. Please drop the charges. Yeah. Well, she must have heard the show because she went down there and upped the charges.
Yeah,
so really? More
charges.
Really? Now what are the charges?
My lawyer knows exactly. If he's around, maybe he could call in and he would tell you exactly what the charges are.
You don't even know?
No, I don't know.
You just show up in court. You don't even know what you're charged.
But now, she's not letting me see my kid or talk to my kid,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll tell you, this ain't the Oprah show, but if she let me speak to my kid on the air for 30 seconds,
right?
I mean, the whole world would see how much this kid misses her daddy.
Right.
It's disgusting, you know?
Right.
She keeps setting me up. The boyfriend stole my car. You know, this guy pulled the gun on me. And you know what Internal Affairs said to me? Because I couldn't determine whether it was a revolver or an automatic, that there was no case.
I see.
You ought to walk around with a video camera.
Yeah, why don't you get a video crew to walk around with you, and you can document all this stuff.
Howard, did you notice he sounds like a guy in jail? He never did anything wrong, yet he keeps ending up arrested.
Every guy in jail sounds like this.
You don't understand.
And that's what they say.
They're always set up.
They're always set up. But
yeah,
you don't see...
I have proof of it. My lawyer, call him on the phone. He'll tell you the whole story.
Corkula, listen to me. Listen to me.
Steven.
Corkula.
Steven.
Corky. You're a professional victim. You could be out of this in 2 seconds.
How do you get out of it?
How do you get out of it? You stop with all the nonsense. Who cares? You don't care whether you see your daughter or not.
Sure I do. Come on.
What you care about, you want to see her every once in a while, but you want to go out and date and have some fun and get yourself another hot piece of ass. And the only way you're going to do that...
I don't think he thinks it's possible to get him. He lucked up on that one.
If you got a hot piece...
Up on that.
If you got a hot piece...
That's better than her. Are you kidding? I got to send you a picture of what Elaine looked like when I met her.
You sent me the picture. She didn't look so bad.
No, I mean the pictures of when I first met her.
Really?
Yeah. Elaine was like, forget about it.
Really?
You know, but if I didn't give her teeth and a personality and breath...
You even gave her a personality.
You gave her your personality?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. Hold it, your lawyer's on the phone. He wants to describe the charges against you so the audience can follow along in this soap opera. Is this Corky's lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Hi, how you doing?
All right.
I'm sorry, I apologize. I don't know your name.
My name is Paul Shemin.
Hey, Paul. Corky...
Hey, what are you doing? Yeah, I've been listening.
All right,
Somehow they locked me up in Long Island, Paul.
Well,
in front of my daughter, okay?
You know,
Poor Paul.
Yeah, Paul Melly.
Paul, when you went to law school, did you have visions of like Perry Mason and stuff?
Hey, this guy makes Johnny Cochran look like a loser.
Well, frankly, very few of my clients are guilty. Most of them are innocent.
Right.
And when they're not innocent, there are extenuating circumstances.
Understood.
You have to be fair. I mean, Steve's
Paul,
situation...
tell him how she brings her boyfriend to family court.
Yeah, Steve's situation is not unique. It is. You got a situation where it's not right to have his wife come to the courthouse with this guy on her arm. That is not a nice thing to do.
Why not?
Well, it may not be nice, but it's not illegal.
No, it's not. But it's inflaming. It is not nice to have the boyfriend, this guy, bring Brittany to Steve to drop the kid off.
When he has no order of protection.
Which he did. That's not really an appropriate thing to do. It inflames the situation.
Right.
There are a lot of situations where husbands are left by their wives, whether it's right or wrong. The wife walks out, and in many situations, they just want to get out. There's nothing wrong that the husband's particularly doing that he wasn't doing, for instance, when they got married.
Right.
Maybe he's not the greatest guy, but that's...
They just got fed up, and
they don't want to be married anymore.
Right, but the thing is, when there's a kid, a lot of women just seem to think the husband should just walk out of the picture and leave it alone. Howard, you seem to be saying that every other word. He's the man. Let the kid go.
Yeah. Listen, if the guy...
Well, if it's going to cause this much craziness, I mean, why should he be in jail every few weeks?
Look at even O.J. O.J. don't want those kids. He's going to have a bachelor lifestyle.
Okay, well, but that doesn't always work. Sometimes you want the bachelor lifestyle and you want the kids.
Right.
The problem
he could have the kid once a week, like every other dad gets.
But he wants it more than once a week.
You're kidding.
Well, but he's getting the kid 3 times a week.
All right, so then there it is. So, Corky, get the kid 3 times a week. Who cares who drops it off? And let's get the party on the way. Let's get the divorce, and let's get on with our lives.
Yeah, but she don't even let the baby call me since March 3rd already. I haven't spoken to her. She's going on... There was times she didn't let the kid speak to me for 6 months.
Corky went a little Corky. He doesn't want to be Corky. Steve went a little bonkers. Reasonably bonkers, shall we say, when this thing first happened, when she first left.
Tell me how she came into the courtroom with her boyfriend's tape recorder, Paul.
Well, anyway, listen, I hope you guys work it out. I can't spend all day on this.
But I got to be fair to Steve. Dominic, who's not the
most
swell person in the world, did back him right up against the wall.
Oh, here's Elaine. Hi, Howard, it's me. Steve is lying. You want to see my breasts? Hi, Howard, they're real. Go ahead, they're real.
All right.
This stuff doesn't belong in the streets. It doesn't belong in the criminal court system.
Right. I understand. All right, now Dominic wants to get on the line. He wants to defend himself. Well, real quick, here's Dominic.
This is a court.
Now, here we go.
Defend himself. Go ahead, defend himself. You know, when he got on the radio yesterday and said, Howard, he was saying bad things about you, he was saying bad things about you, right then and there you knew he was a liar. The old pig that was representing him was hollering down the hall, where you going? You know,
Dominic, you there?
The whole thing happened.
It's really wide open. We're feeding the insanity of somebody
who is getting sicker by the moment. I think the defense should be insanity. All the charges. The guy is out of control. And to suggest that this woman is doing something wrong because she wants to have someone protect her because he can't control himself is just silly now. This man needs help.
Well, am I supposed to answer that? Stephen's supposed to answer that? If the woman really needed protection, she would have been put in the hospital already. I mean, the guy's not really doing anything.
Counselor.
He talks too much. He screams too much. He raises his voice too much. He uses vulgar language when he shouldn't. That's true.
All that's true.
That's true. That's not something that you necessarily drag someone into criminal court for.
That he screams and shouts and uses vulgar language and calls, and in courthouses he can't even control himself, and the court officers have to control him and remove him.
No, the court officers never removed him and never had
No one's
control.
got to get him help before something really serious happens because we're all feeding this insanity. And I'm going to tell you something. Someone's going to get hurt.
He does need help. He needs help because when you think you have a life ahead of you that's all fixed and settled and laid out, and all of a sudden, rightly or wrongly, your wife takes herself and her kid out of the picture and blows away your existence, most people need help with that.
Well, wait a minute. How is his wife took away his existence? He has a life, whatever he wants to do. Robin said a great point, and so did Howard. Go on.
He thought he was going on with a wife and a kid and a new house and a family. All of a sudden, that's gone. He's got to start over again now.
It's not even that. How about me going to jail? How many times do I have to go to jail?
Do you know how many arrests you've had? Because I looked it up. You have 7 arrests.
Not all with her.
Stop. 7 arrests in this system for not being able to control yourself. You're lucky that someday you're not getting arrested and you start fighting with a police officer and you get shot.
Those arrests aren't for not being able to control himself. A lot of those arrests are because his wife or her boyfriend filed complaints against him. I was there when the Nassau County judge threw out one of those complaints summarily and in open court called it a crock of you-know-what. That happened.
The bottom line is he can't keep doing what he's doing because Howard, Robin, all of us just want to go on with his life. Get to part 2. I heard that she upgraded the charges to a felony. Is that correct?
She tried to upgrade the charges to a felony that it couldn't go anywhere. She claimed she wasn't married to him, and you have to be not married to have that felony stand. The DA ultimately threw it out after I brought it to their attention. Either they did it on their own or they listened to me. They dropped it back down. So now he's in there with a couple of misdemeanors.
So we have misdemeanors. He's going through the system, and it just goes on, and he believes he's right. You know, you're not suggesting to us that he shouldn't go get some help and talk to someone, are you, Counsel?
No. I think he needs help. I think he should get help, but he's got a real problem with a wife, soon to be an ex-wife, who will not let him have what he wants with his child. That's really going on here. She is very inconvenienced with him having the kid 3 times a week.
How about her leaving my kid every 3 times a week with babysitters, right?
If this was your sister or your daughter, Counselor, would you be pressing like she is? If this was your sister or your daughter, would you be pressing?
I would be telling her to work the thing out. So
How about showing some compassion?
People, both of them are causing your own problems together, but she is not showing any restraint either.
I don't want to press you harder than this, but let me ask one thing. Have you seen the way he talks to her in front of people? I saw it.
I've seen the way, when he's angry, I've seen how he talks, and I see the way when they talk to each other, smiling and calm, and like 2 people who have an amicable separation. I've seen both of them.
Does he say things in front of her that you would not want to hear said to your daughter or your sister? Yes.
He in the past has talked in a way that I would not want anyone to talk in front of my children. He has stopped doing that. He was cautioned about that. The law guardian talked to him about that. She's monitoring the situation. That's history. That hasn't been going on for quite a while now.
Okay.
Is this what my tax dollars are going to?
I love it.
Watching Stephen and seeing how he talks?
Yeah. This was a bad situation. No one wants it to escalate.
No, that's a problem. You got these things have real problems.
I think these things are so easy to settle, but I guess they're not.
They're not at all.
Into the country,
you should go see the movie Bye Bye Love.
I will. If that's what you recommend,
this kind of crap goes on all the time. It never ends in many situations.
I know if I was getting a divorce, this is the way I'd do it. I'd say, okay, why fight it? 50% out the window. Boom, take it. Kids, Kids belong with the mother. Let me see the kids once in a while. If they want to see me, let them check in. Boom. End the sentence. Go on with your life.
Yeah, but you're a reasonable human being.
Yeah.
There are wives who simply want the husband completely gone from the children's lives. They just think they want the husband gone.
So let the judge say what days he could have visitation, and then that's it.
Steve has legal recourse in that instance. He should not try to solve it himself. Obviously, he can't.
No, we went to court.
Of my 10 lawyers, 6 do divorce that work for me, and I'll tell you this. The words and the violence are escalating in our society where you have women being killed every day. It can't continue. One word leads to 10 words. That leads to a punch. That leads to a death. And I've seen Corky when he loses it, and I personally think that he could go to the next step. He doesn't want to, but when he's angry, and that's what you should all be working on, that issue first. Everything else can fall in place.
Anger.
But it's going to go to a step that we're all going to say, how did it happen? And we open a paper every day.
There are people who yell and scream, and
that's ridiculous. Right? There's no way
people who don't say a word.
I never did.
There are people who don't say a word and beat the crap out of their wives. It works both ways, and you just can't tell.
But that's not the answer, because some people don't say a word and they beat the crap out of someone.
That's exactly right.
The issue more is when people do say words, we have to look and say, wait a minute, what's going to happen next? It's like when Corky pulled out of the line once driving. He didn't think for that moment. I know about that story, but that's what he does. I saw him in court. I was with him in court on another case, and this guy was not in control that day. Now, the next...
What, the day Elaine was trying to tape record me? Because she was afraid that when she stole my car, she forged my name?
No, the same day that
you remember the court officer taking her tape recorder out of her pocketbook?
No.
And her hollering, that's police,
the same day, he's talking about the day that he claims you were yelling and screaming when he gave you a talk where you say he backed you against the wall.
Yeah, when he threatened my life in the hallway. I mean, what was that all about, Dominic?
That same day, Dominic, he was talking to Elaine very calmly, very nicely, and eventually, in a conference, there was a visitation order finally worked out, which now, of course, is vacated.
Were you there that day?
Yes, you saw me in the hallway. I was the guy you were talking to, who was his lawyer.
Oh, then I say to you, well, then you said to me, and I said to you, can't you calm him down? And your words were, quote, I've got no control here.
I do have no control over him when he loses his temper, but he lost it with you, not with Elaine.
No, but did you say you had no control? And by the way, was he out there screaming and saying things? Did I say to him?
He was angry at you. He was angry at you because you talked to Elaine the day before she left, and that makes things suspect. And frankly, in return, you got angry at him.
Well, because he's screaming and shouting things at Howard and me. It's ridiculous things.
Well, I remember screaming about you, not so much about Howard.
They don't drag me into this.
Too much, huh?
I like everybody.
I wasn't listening to every word, you know.
I don't want to get involved in when this thing escalates.
Maybe Dominic needs help. Maybe Dominic's out of control.
Yeah, Dominic's definitely out of control. I mean, this guy came off like Don Corleone.
Hey, Dominic.
He told me he was going to take me out right there in the hallway.
Hey, Dominic. I think he hung up.
Really?
Yeah. Wait. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Lost somebody.
You can't tell with this phone system.
Hey, let me tell you, this guy Dominic is whacked out, okay?
Hey, you know when to talk.
Yeah, but I don't threaten people's lives, you know? I don't push people up against walls and threaten their lives.
All right, guys. Now, what are you doing? You guys are going into court today to settle this thing?
Once these court, you can't settle it. Once these things start with the district attorneys,
I have to go to court.
You got to go to court again and again and again before the DA even has somebody you can talk to, because everything just gets processed through the
All
mill.
right. Keep me posted on what goes on. Give me a call Monday. I want to know what happened.
All right.
All right.
I really appreciate it.
All right, no problem.
And, hello, Brittany. Daddy still loves you.
That's all he really gets.
All right. Well, hey, that's more than most people get. All right, thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye. I could hear that all day. I love to hear lawyers yell at each other.
That was so funny.
Corky don't get it.
Corky don't get it.
But, you know, it really is. This is a waste of time for the court system to be tied up in this.
Yeah.
It's a total waste of time and money.
That's why the whole thing's bogged down. That's why you got to execute people getting divorces. See, I'm calling for something much more drastic.
Right. Work out a settlement or execution.
Yeah, you get killed in 6 weeks if you don't work this whole thing out. I got to take a break. I love that. I wish we could have more of that, but Dominic hung up. I need more. I didn't get enough. I'll take some phone calls next, right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. Stay right there. 97.1 The Eagle.
8:38 at the Eagle. This is Brad Baxter. It's 8:44 at 97.1 The Eagle.
Call Howard on the Eagle's toll-free line, 1-800-54-STERN. You're listening to The Howard Stern Show.
Last week, Hurricane Andrew dominated the news, but today, Hurricane Howard roared into Cleveland, scoring a direct hit at radio. His name is Howard Stern. His morning radio talk show has climbed to the top in New York City. Stern is now expanding his radio empire by beaming his show by satellite to other markets.
We really needed something mega in the morning, therefore Howard Stern.
Mega? Mega what? Mega offensive?
Howard Stern would never get involved with a woman like Mia Farrow because, first of all, going to her house was like a Vietnam flashback. They got so many Viet Cong running around that house, you don't know what's going on.
Stern fielded questions from reporters here in Cleveland live on his radio program. He told me he didn't think it was necessary to come here for the debut of his show in Cleveland.
I could not tell you the mayor's name. I know nothing about the Cleveland Browns. I know nothing about Cleveland, and yet, within a few short months, I will be the #1 radio personality in Cleveland.
The station says it is hoping to attract listeners in the 25 to 54 age bracket.
We think he's going to hit the market with a real bang. He's a powerful personality. He says some very funny things.
Gary Stromberg, News Center 8, Cleveland.
Cleveland. Yeah, those were the days. Our first press conference into Cleveland, Robin. Reliving the moment.
Mega what? Mega offensive.
Mega offensive. A little music out on that would have been cool, Freddie. Anyway, I have a letter here from a woman who is no longer feeling shameful about masturbation thanks to our show, and I'd like to share it with you.
Jeez.
We might as well share everything. Robin shared with us yesterday in a most startling revelation. I had no idea. She was keeping it from me until she had gone a couple of times to this high colonic place that she goes to. I have no idea who's doing this to my Robin, but something is going on. I'm very disturbed about it. And it set off a wave of controversy toward the end of the show. I don't know how many of you were listening late. I think we got off the air at 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon.
Yesterday afternoon, yes.
I believe that was the time, Robin. Where you revealed to us, and to me, much to my shock, that you are now going for high colonic, where they get you naked on a table.
No. They put you in a hospital gown.
Can you imagine if I got on the air one day and I said, Robin is not here today? Something horrible happened to her. Another woman took her, ripped off her clothes, threw her down on the table, took tubes, put them in her buttocks, and forced her to accept water at high rates of speed, warm water. Gallons of water to blew out chunks of her colon. Now, first of all, if there was a video of it, you'd buy it.
Oh, man.
If the cops were involved, the person doing this act would probably get 3 to 5. And I don't mean in some, nice, cushy.
No, one of those real beds.
Yeah, one of those real prisons. But yet she is Are you going to continue doing it? I'm surprised. I really am shocked. Because I'm going to tell you something I thought about it.
I would not have told you unless I was perfectly secure.
Really?
And felt comfortable with what I was doing.
Evidently, a lot of people are doing. Robin goes to a place to have this done to her, and we went through every detail.
Public.
Yeah, Robin goes to this place. Literally, what they do is they recycle water into your buttocks, into your colon.
Recycle? They run water.
Yeah.
I don't know what this recycling
This is wackier than the seaweed wrap, because she feels there are things impacted.
I know.
You know there are things impacted.
Yes, I've been struggling for years. You don't know about it.
Can I say something? I have a similar problem. What I've learned, what I've learned, I'm going to tell you, what I've learned is that when I can't evacuate, when I can't do, that's what we're talking about here. Let's be honest. When I can't do it, I drink lots of water.
I drink lots of water all the time.
Listen for once and learn. I drink lots of water.
I'm already cured.
And I sometimes don't evacuate for an entire day.
Oh, that's terrible.
Or 2 days.
Oh, no wonder you're so cranky.
And yeah. Yesterday I came home. It was beautiful. I was thinking about you when I was doing it.
You delivered a pet.
Oh, my God. And I don't eat that much either anymore. And it was beautiful, and I felt great afterwards. I was thinking, I was in a really up mood. But I drink a lot of water. And you want to know something? I'd been upset, but I never sit on the toilet and force.
What did I tell you?
I waited till it came out.
Remember a couple of years ago I read you some of the criteria of a healthy movement?
Yep. I had all the criteria.
No, you have probably not had them in many, many years.
I know I had one yesterday. Beautiful movement.
First of all, if you're working properly,
yeah,
you should go every time you eat.
Yeah, I know that, and you know that.
Excuse me, I'm not finished.
Okay, go ahead.
It should be easy.
It was easy.
Non-smelly.
No, I can't say that. I cannot say that.
And it should float.
A horse. Oh, I've had floating.
I bet you
I've had floating. No, seriously, I have had floating.
You have achieved that?
Yeah, I've achieved that. I've had that. I'll be honest with you. I've never had a non-smelly one, but I've had that.
All right.
And I'll tell you something. So Robin has figured out that she's going to go there. And imagine laying on a table and as this water, how long does the cycle last? How long is a session?
Could be anywhere from an hour and a half.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you don't think you get...
An hour and a half.
Sure. This is not,
and
a flash in the pan.
And she's sitting there, and the woman stands in there while this happens, and she goes, oh, look, there's something unusual in there. What is that? And Robin looks, and, oh, that's my carrot. I mean, they analyze what's coming out of her. I mean, this is despicable.
We didn't hear that yet.
Oh, yes, we heard that.
No, we didn't hear an hour and a half.
No, we didn't know that. And then...
what you figured?
Where's Kathy? So Kathy comes in the room. Kathy Tobin, who works for us, comes in and goes, oh, Robin, I've been into this for years. Hi, Colonic. I said, really? You
go someplace?
You go someplace?
No.
She goes, no. I gave myself high colonic with a pickle barrel.
Yeah, because, I mean, she said she did it herself. We were like, how do you do that?
Kathy, and Kathy tells me, you know how everyone has like a little paunch? Like, you know how sometimes you get a little belly?
Yeah.
She goes, that's because we have impacted tar in our colons.
That's right.
Liar. And you know what? You're also very new age, and you get caught up in everything.
No, I don't.
You're a sucker for new age.
Not everything.
Do you have crystals? Tell the truth. What?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Okay. Enough said.
I don't have crystals.
Yeah, well, you're on your way. You've got crystal rings and stuff. You got into the rocks. You got
crystal rings?
You have your special rocks.
Where?
What are the rings that you bought with the special rocks?
What rings? What are you talking about? These are special?
Special rocks.
What special rock?
Remember?
Are you talking about?
I'll talk to you off the air.
What are you talking about? Special rock.
Only thing I have is the magic 8-ball. All right, listen to me. Now, you get caught up in everything, Kathy.
No, I used to.
And at least Robin goes to somebody. You don't know what. You could have been dead.
No, I went to
Please explain what you explained to us yesterday.
Yeah, describe what you do.
The pickle barrels, you know, it sounds a little weird because it's a pickle barrel, but that's just something that you prop a colonic board up on. The colonic board is actually something that's made by someone that knows, you know.
Wait a second. Just give me the process.
Colonic board.
Colonic board.
Well, I mean, what do you lay on? It's like a gurney.
Stretcher.
Right.
Yeah. What happened? You went into your shower.
You just use the shower rod. If your toilet is next to the shower rod, you have the shower rod with the pickle barrel, which is full of this coffee water.
He uses coffee.
You shot coffee up there?
Not straight coffee, diluted.
Diluted coffee.
Yeah, like, let's say 1 pot of coffee.
Well, what was the reason for the diluted coffee?
The coffee stimulates the bowel.
Decaf or regular?
Regular.
Regular.
You don't want decaf.
Really?
No. Gotta have full cream. I like hazelnut, but I wouldn't use that in my butt.
What do you use?
No, just regular coffee.
Regular coffee. What
and you
brand?
brewed it yourself. Doesn't matter. Brewed it myself.
Right. Oh, it's brewed coffee.
Right. So it's not hot. It's just, you know.
You can't use Folgers or something like that.
Yeah, you can.
And you felt by doing this, you would get what? Rid of a little paunch on your belly?
And it worked.
It did?
Yeah.
It flattened out your stomach.
But wait a minute. You got to hear about this board.
Yeah.
Because she, you know, like I told you, there was a closed system. There was no, you know, I didn't have to get up and go somewhere.
No, you don't. I don't either.
She's laying on a board that's propped over the toilet.
Right.
Whoa.
And it's got like a splash guard on it so that it's just like being on a toilet.
And you're alone in your apartment doing this?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And how big is the pickle barrel? What is the capacity?
Well, the reason...
You lay down on your back?
On your back. Right, so that your butt is against the colonic board, which is then in the toilet, you know.
In the toilet. So everything goes into the toilet.
Right.
And where do you get the water from? It's all coffee and water?
It's coffee and water.
And how much of this? What's the...
Well, you know, I did it 7 years ago, so I don't remember.
How many quarts did you pump in?
I think it was like, you know, like a 5-gallon thing. I don't know. I think you filled it up like halfway.
The pickle barrel.
Okay, so like 2.5 gallons of water.
Right.
So you take the pickle barrel, fill it up with coffee and water.
Right.
And you lay down in your shower.
On the board.
On a board.
Right.
Over the toilet.
Right.
And shot
right.
water and coffee
Yeah.
into your colon.
You try to hold this?
Yeah, there's actually a whole system. Like, I don't know how yours
Oh, you
works.
hold it.
You let a little bit out. There's a clamp. There's like a tube.
This is insane. You know, both of you ought to go jump out a window.
No, you got to try it.
Oh,
you
my
don't
God.
know.
Oh, you think she sounds nuts and you sound normal. Oh, I see. Right. Robin, you're a step away from coffee. Yeah, that is funny. I just can't picture you naked over your toilet.
I don't, please.
I don't want to think about it.
I brought pictures to illustrate, not of me.
Yeah.
Of course.
Let me see.
Sure.
that.
Did you eat yet?
Well, what is it? What am I going to see?
It's what comes out of you.
They show you pictures of what comes out of you?
Yeah.
Gary said this is very hard.
And is this what you saw come out of you?
I didn't see all this horrible stuff, but some of it, yeah, I can show you what I saw that came out of me. That because I'm not when I did it, I was 29.
Well, let me see the picture. I might puke because
So
I'm really feeling nauseous today.
Yeah, I haven't seen
everybody has this, Howard?
Yes.
Robin, now this
You gotta pass it.
this came out of you?
Oh, color.
Look at this.
Now, Robin only did it a couple of times.
I haven't done it enough to get that
See,
far
Robin
yet.
hasn't gotten far enough up into her colon to get this heavy-duty stuff out yet. Oof.
Oh, she hasn't gotten up far enough. You went up real far.
Well, see, I did a 10-day fast along with this and cleansing. And what
she
it
was
does,
doing the colonics twice a day.
morning and night.
And this all came out of you.
I can show you the one picture that, but some of it's a little more heavy-duty.
Now, here's a guy who has bad fingers like Jackie. You saying that cured it?
Yeah.
No, didn't you say this cured you of things?
A couple of little things that I don't really want to discuss, but it was
I see.
minor, and it did. It went
Well,
away.
I can tell you I have been cured of some things, too.
Oh, please, like what?
Remember that cough I had that
Yeah.
wouldn't go away?
Oh,
it has almost disappeared.
Dude, how stupid does this sound?
Who is this?
You know who this is. Dude.
Dude.
Dude, how stupid does this sound?
It's ridiculous, man.
Tell him.
Okay, first of all, there's a lot of friendly bacteria inside your intestines.
Right, and you take acidophilus to replace it.
But why do you need to do that? There's many other ways. There's many other ways of dealing with this without putting.
Right, I have attempted to deal with those other ways. They almost killed me, thank you. You're a medical doctor. You a doctor?
No, I'm not a doctor.
Does he sound like a doctor?
No, he doesn't sound like anything.
Sounds like he got off a boat.
Let me tell you something else as well. First of all, it's very unhealthy to evacuate every time you eat.
Oh, it is not.
Yeah, of course it is. That means you're not digesting your food
I
properly.
watch my cats, and my cats are going constantly.
Oh, you're overfeeding those cats. Big fat cats. Of course they're going constantly. You're feeding them. Feed them once a day, they won't go.
Robin, do you know why it should float? The only reason it's going to float is if you chew your food very well.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, of course. Why don't you try it? There's no other way it's going to float.
So I haven't been chewing my food?
No, I see her over there. She wolfs it down like a starved animal. You should see her over there.
Isn't it also like the density of the food you eat? If you eat like heavy foods like meat,
You guys are all
If you eat meat, it's going to smell, and it's not good. And
it's not going to float.
And all these people think it's like impacted in your system. Nothing's impacted in your system. But it'll all come out of you.
All right, Howard, you say everything's a self-cleaning
That's right.
system. How come the arteries don't clean themselves?
They can clean themselves, but you don't do what you need to do.
What do you think causes people?
Guy's answering you. Go ahead. Answer him.
Everything can clean itself.
Listen to the guy, for God's sake.
Robin.
Trying to save your life.
Yes, Robin.
Haven't people died from this high colonic stuff?
There's so much misinformation out there. Everything can clean itself, but you've got to do what's necessary to make
Which is what?
Which is you've got to eat properly.
I do.
You have to. Well, I don't think you eat properly.
You haven't seen me.
I've heard what you eat.
I don't know what she's doing either. He or she eats properly. I don't know when she goes home. Go ahead, yes.
All right, you have to exercise properly, and that doesn't mean jumping on the Stairmaster for 15 hours a day. It means working your lymphatic system.
Oh, I got to work that too?
This guy sounds like he's into some weird
He's
trip,
a wacko too. I think that he's
thank you very much.
How do I work my lymphatic system?
Yeah, where do I put that?
It's just a very simple exercise on a rebounder.
Oh, please.
Where's the lymphatic, Jim?
Another nut.
Oh, thank you.
All you New Age nuts.
I'm not New Age nut.
When I did this, that was one of the things that they recommended was that you do the rebounder. You
What, bounce up and down on the trampoline?
Trampoline, yeah.
Rebounder.
Because it gets everything moving. It makes sense.
Oh, please. And you pulled stuff like that out of you?
I'm telling
You
you.
go wash your hands. Right now. Stay away from everyone.
And it feels so good, too.
Good.
To get rid of all that gunk out of your body.
That gunk comes out of your body. You're just blowing it out with water. It would come out naturally.
No, you never saw anything like that come out of you, did you?
Selling you a bill of goods.
All right, fine.
It comes out, it's embedded.
Over here feeling good.
All right.
And don't you feel like you never felt before, right?
Absolutely.
It's like you feel clean and pure and lighter and
Of course you do, but what's going to happen in 3 or 4 years' time when everything starts?
Oh, you don't let it happen again.
Don't do that.
Well, you keep doing this for the rest of your life?
Broads. All right, dude, I got to go.
All right, thanks.
All right, thanks, girls.
Okay.
All right, you two go coffee clutch back there, and I'm not drinking your coffee.
Yeah, whatever we're going to say. Coffee clutching with Kathy can be dangerous.
Might be right out of a pickle barrel. You guys are all nuts.
Fine, you sit there with your impacted bowels.
Unbelievable.
At everybody.
Hey, by the way, let me give you an update. Yesterday on the air, we did a rain dance. I had learned from the Blackfoot Indians many years ago how to chant for rain, and I did it on the air.
Someone called me and told me what that rain chant was.
I got to tell you something. Hold it a second. Never mind that. Please. Let me say something. I did a rain dance on the air.
You didn't dance a bit.
In fact, you know what I'd like to do? Take a break, play it back on the air. Let me tell you what happened.
All right.
Swear to God, get Ronnie, the limo driver, on the car. He says he's sitting in his car, he's waiting for somebody, and he's listening to the rain dance, and he's laughing.
You're going to use Ronnie?
10 minutes later, the sky opens up. How many other people had this experience?
Excuse me.
Yesterday. No, listen.
Yeah, I told you rain
You
was
said it
in the
was sunny out.
yesterday.
Fine, I don't care what you say. 10 minutes later, it started to pour.
It happened all day yesterday. The sun would come out, and then it would
There you go.
out all day yesterday.
What?
She believes in the high colonic, but not in the rain
Not in the rain dance.
No, I do not believe
Woman's
in the
off
rain
a rocker. If you believe in the colonic, you can believe in my rain dance. What is it?
Ronnie can't speak with you right now.
What is he doing?
I guess he's got
Client
somebody else in the car.
Oh, come on.
He couldn't come on.
Where's that bit? We'll do it on Monday. Can you write that down for Monday? Thank you.
It didn't rain in Dallas, did
Sure
it?
did.
Oh, yeah.
No, as a matter of fact, I called my friend from the Blackfoot Indians,
Yeah.
Mojave.
Yeah.
And he says to me, idiot. He was so drunk. He said, where you do the rain dance is where it rains.
Oh.
You want it to rain in Dallas, fly out your ass to Dallas and it'll rain.
Yeah.
So you can't do it over the radio.
You're going to claim he made rain.
Well, rain to New York. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after these words with the news.
We didn't have a drought. Don't give us rain.
No, we never called that guy in Albany either.
Oh, yeah, we went on at 6:22 there.
Yeah, nice move. I might have to pick up the phone and call him before the news.
Yeah, I would think so. We need to get him fired.
Well, if he's got a good reason, fine. If he doesn't...
What would be a good reason?
He was hit by a car on the way over to
he's
work.
under a bus.
Okay. He's under a bus. He wins. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this.
We'll return to the Howard Stern Show after these messages. 97.1, The Eagle. Pat Cooper, the world's angriest man.
Howard, I am a genius of myself.
I'm your biggest fan.
I will not allow you or anyone to take my dignity or my pride away. My father couldn't do it. My father couldn't do it, and not son. You're a stranger next to my mother. Father can't do it. And I'm sick of this crap because you know something?
What?
You gotta be in A company. Don't put me in B company.
The Howard Stern Show, where the stars always shine.
Yeah. Fish mine touches are on, baby. And I mean it. Rain dance on Monday, I decided. Ronnie's got to give proof. Oh, I love it. What is this? That's rock music. Look at me. I should be having sex with some girl right now to that. Who is that, do you know?
That sounds like Hum.
Is it? Boy, those guys are good. Hum. Oh. They should play some of that music during your colonic, Robin. Man, little rock music, little colonic. Jackie says he's going for the colonic. He likes the
You know
idea.
what? I started laughing during that last commercial because I was envisioning you having a colonic.
Oh, no, you can only envision that. You'll never actually see it.
You'll do it. When you see the actual results that I achieve, you will do it.
Let's put it this way, Robin. Whether I'd want to do it or not, I am kept from doing it because that means the person delivering the colonic would see my genitals, and I'm not showing my baby-sized
See
genitals.
your genitals?
Well, how are they going to get to my butt?
You you climb onto this table and you lay on your side facing a wall.
You said you had your legs up in the air.
Wait a minute. Then they apply the tube.
Yeah.
Then you flip over on your back.
Oh. Yeah.
And everything's covered. They never see anything but, that small little area.
Really? So nobody's ever seen your vagina?
No.
Although you wouldn't care.
Wouldn't I?
Yeah, you're an exhibitionist.
I am, sure.
All right. Rain dance on Monday. And just quick, here's a woman. Oh, let me just call Ken, the Albany producer, and find out. We got on the air in Albany at 6:30 this morning. I just want to understand what's going on. I just want to know, what does it take for me to get my show on the air on time out there?
Howard, don't use this line.
What?
Don't use that line.
Said, hey, the operator sounds like Baba Booey. Well, what line can I use? I can't dial.
You got to dial 9 first on this.
Oh, for Christ's sakes, Tom, get me a phone system that works, Pally. Come on, huh? Dial 9 first. Where am I? Guam? Am I calling another country? Come on, Pally, oh mine. Holy mackerel. This line don't work, that line works. Good thing for Kenny, he's catching me on a good day.
Hey, Howard.
I can. Lower your...
I did.
Help me with this.
I caught on a little bit.
Help me out. Why am I on the air at 6:30 in the morning? Did you show up late again?
Yeah, well...
Let me just say something. This is not a bit for me. If the general manager's listening, I know everyone thinks this is cute. I bother to wake up early every morning so I can get on the air, and I like Ken. Don't get me wrong. You're lucky, Ken. You caught me on a good day. I like you. You're a nice guy.
Ken made you a promise. You don't have to do anything.
What did you promise me?
Well, I promised you, and I'm fulfilling my promise. I'm gone.
You're going to resign?
Well, if you want to put it that way, yeah.
All right, good. Did you get fired or you resigned?
I wouldn't put it that way.
I see. What way would you put it? I like you.
Well, I kind of need some time right now to take care of some problems, so...
Uh-oh. You playing me for sympathy.
No, I'm not, Howard, but, I'm not going to BS you.
What happened? Tell me what went wrong, Kenny.
You want to know what happened this morning?
Yeah.
I didn't go to sleep. I just, passed out, and that's what happened, so...
And your alarm didn't go off?
No, I didn't set my alarm.
Yeah, he never was at the position where he was saying, I'm going to sleep and setting my alarm. He obviously stayed up until he passed out.
But knowing you that it would cost your job, you still didn't set your alarm?
Well, I wasn't really planning on going to sleep. I did a remote last night. I got home about 1:30. I was just going to watch TV for a little while and then come here and do some stuff in the production studio and then, put your show on. And
so you were at the production studio, you were just...
No, I was going to go there from my house.
I see. Well, listen, I know you're a guy trying to make a living and you're trying to get out there and do different things, but this show is very important to me, and I got to be on the air competing, and if I'm doing the show, I should be on in Albany, and the fans get mad. I mean, everyone's calling up going, where's the show?
Yeah.
You're letting us down.
I know, Howard. You don't know how crappy I feel about it.
It's an important thing. I mean, all you got to do is hit the button. I mean, maybe one of your buddies there could have helped you out and hit the button.
Yeah.
Hey, here's Renee wants your job. This is one of our fans out in Albany. Renee?
Yeah, hi.
Hi. What happened this morning?
Well, I couldn't believe it. 20 after 6, and you're still not on.
It's inexcusable.
It is inexcusable. And let me tell you something. I'm up here stuck outside of Albany, living in this hokey little town, working for a tacky hotel, earning less, I'm sure, than Ken does.
Right.
I would do anything to have a job, even if it's a lowly job in a radio station.
It's more exciting.
Switch in the morning. I'd get there at 5 a.m. to do it.
It's a more glamorous job than working in a hotel.
Especially the one I work in.
Right.
And I can't even believe that I mean, maybe I was irresponsible when I was 20, but at least I got to work on time, even if it's just a simple little job like that.
I always got to work on time. One thing my bosses always said about it, they might not have liked me, but they said, man, you're reliable.
And, Ken, I really feel like you sweet-talked your way out of it last time. You were kissing Howard's ass and trying to be like little Howard Jr., and you sweet-talked him, and then a week later you're late again. I don't get it at all. I
don't either, Ken. I mean, you seem like a nice guy. I don't understand why you would do this.
Renee, I don't get it either.
So you're saying you have no control over this?
Well, that's what I'm trying to do, Robin. I'm trying to gain control.
I mean, what is the problem exactly? It sounds like there's something more going on here.
Well, I'd rather not get into it.
Really?
Do we need to go away somewhere?
Do we need to go take a rest at a home?
Something like that.
Really?
You know what, Ken? Whatever you got to do, go do it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad. you know.
Let me tell you something. I think based on what he's saying, I've been where Ken's been before, and the best thing he can do is go do something about it, because let me tell you something.
Why, what happened to you, Renee?
Oh, listen. I had to go away for a little rest somewhere. I've been clean and sober now for 2.5 years.
Are you saying it's that kind of problem?
Yeah.
Ken, is that what we're talking about here?
To me, and listen, when I was doing that kind of stuff, I didn't really want to get to work on time either. I didn't want to do anything on time. And,
Ken, is that what we're talking about here?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh.
That's why I was trying to be a little couched about it.
Right.
Well, there's you know.
I didn't even think they had that stuff in Albany.
Talk about it.
Apparently, it's everywhere.
I thought Ken was pregnant. I thought he had to go away.
Going to one of those homes.
Yeah, going away to have a baby. Yeah, unwed mother's home.
Tell you what, Ken, you recommend me for your job, and I'll help you out with your problem.
Are you hot?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm all right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sounds like a good deal.
Oh, Ken, I feel bad.
Ken, I feel bad too. You know,
bad.
Listen, I wanted to fire Gary years ago. I keep him around.
Unfortunately, Gary has no problem.
Right. I wish he had your problem. But one of the easiest things, you know, my dad, I was not a good student. My dad used to say to me, sit with me, Dad, he said, you know, I don't mind that you flunked math. You got a D in math. And I don't mind that you flunked science, as long as you tell me that you tried. But I see here, in conduct, you got an F. And they used to have a study hall monitor who would give a grade, and I got an F. He said, I don't understand. He says, all you have to do is keep your mouth shut and eat in the study hall, because they had a cafeteria. And he said, those are two subjects that are easy. Oh, I know. And the other one, he says, penmanship I flunked. He goes, just write neatly. He sees me all the time drawing little pictures. Write neatly, and at least, you know, be responsible and close your mouth. It's like this. You don't have to be the world's greatest radio guy. To show up on time is a no-brainer.
He's obviously saying that he has an obstacle.
Oh. There are a lot of guys who work on the show who have obstacles. I got news for you. Not too dissimilar from what you're talking about. You know, I'm not going to mention anyone's name. I mean, they want to volunteer some help.
And quite frankly, if they had to throw a switch, Howard, we wouldn't be on the air on time every day.
Hey, hey, thanks, Renee.
Sure, no problem.
Hey, Ken, here is Drew, our San Diego producer, and he says you have it easy. Is that right, Drew?
Yeah, I got to be honest with you, man. I sympathize with what he's going through, but since we're on the West Coast and it's 3 hours earlier, I have to get up at 1:30 in the morning.
Oh, man, that would be so great.
To be in by 2:30 in the morning, to get your show on by 3. If for some reason something goes wrong with me, you know, I've got backup stuff set up so that we don't mess it up.
Right.
And, you know, it's like...
Ken, you know what? It even seems to me that you could have a guy, like, talk to one of the guys there and say, hey, listen, if I'm running a little late, could you help me out and hit a button?
Right.
Well,
so I'm not going to... Listen,
the problem is there aren't any, Howard.
Yeah, I think you should resign, though. Did the general manager call you this morning?
No, I haven't spoken with him.
Was he pissed the last time you got late?
I didn't. I actually haven't even spoke to him since then.
You're kidding.
No.
He didn't call you in to talk?
No.
You mean after we did that whole thing on the air, he didn't get upset that you're running the show late? What kind of general manager do they have there?
A very lax one.
You know, Ken, I don't know that I should be speaking to you. I think I should be talking to the general manager.
I don't think so.
Who is the general manager?
I don't think so.
You don't think you know his name? Is his name Mo?
Not right now, I don't.
Really?
No.
All right. Ken, you go work it out, but you got to work this problem out. Maybe work your problem out and then reapply or something. Because, dude, I got to get on the air. No offense, you're holding me back.
Howard.
And I feel bad, but, you know...
Howard, I feel bad, too.
I feel bad for me if I don't get the ratings, you know, then I'm out.
Yeah, well, I mean, you were there for me like 3 years ago.
I was?
I had a serious problem like 3 years ago, and I was in and out of school for like 2 or 3 months, and every morning I knew you and Robin would be there for me, and, you know, if anybody else is going through that, they're not getting Robin and Howard at 6 in the morning because of me.
Right. All right, Ken. Jesus Christ, you know, this guy knows how to evoke sympathy.
He's queen for a day.
Yeah, he is. Man, I feel like he's our charity case. What the hell is the general manager in all of this? I mean, this is the guy who should be dealing with it. I shouldn't be the bad guy. You know, Jim, who was the producer before Ken, was never late.
Yeah, remember, Jim was the guy that we had on the air that you fought with over other stuff. Remember, he yelled at you and then you quit?
Yeah.
But he said he was never late.
Now, let me get Jim on. Hey,
Jim quit.
Hey, Drew, thanks.
Yeah, thanks.
Jim, you were the guy who quit being our producer in Albany, right?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, why did you quit?
Well, I got another job.
Oh.
Yeah, I got actually doing something a lot better.
And you were never late.
No, never, not once.
You did a good job.
I used to do remotes at Ken. You'll know this club, Kamikaze, Thursday nights.
Been there many a time.
Kamikaze, Thursday nights.
It sounds like Ken's been hitting Kamikaze quite a bit.
Well, see, what happened is Jim is saying that Ken had a remote last night till like 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's not my problem.
Rock and roll dance party or something.
There are times that I have late nights, but I just get here. I set my clock, and that's it.
I've been out working on the roof of a club at 2:00 in the morning, and then have to drive an hour back to the studio to drop off the equipment.
If it's too much for you, then you shouldn't be doing our job.
Boom! I was right there every morning, Howard.
I know, but a lot of mornings you're not.
You know, that's it. Ken just needs to either quit the job.
Oh, I see.
Or just set the alarm clock and put it across the room.
Yeah, I mean, do something.
You know, anything.
Yeah, well, Ken, you got to do the noble thing here and maybe resign.
Yeah, well, that's happening. I need to go away and
hey, this is like Geraldo.
take care of things.
Are we talking Betty Ford treatment or something, Ken?
Well, if I could afford it, I'd go to Betty Ford. If there's anybody listening who wants to pick up the tab for me to go to Betty Ford, I'll go.
Maybe we should send them, Robin.
Yeah, maybe we...
Oh, Howard, I would appreciate it so much, man.
What's a thing like that cost?
Oh, about $15,000.
Well, maybe there's some people in our audience who want it. Yeah, I got it.
Howard, I'll tell you, I ain't
parting with 15 grand.
I am so scared, Howard.
I don't really know.
Really, Ken?
I'm so scared. I mean,
We're doing an intervention.
It's the one thing I can look forward to, and last week when you told me, when you said, oh, maybe you need to stop smoking so much weed, you just totally hit the nail right on the head, and it was like a shiver down my spine.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm totally effing up my life.
Right.
And I've been thinking about it for like a week, I've been like, I should stop drinking. Howard was right. And then
how old are you, man?
Can't do it
I'm
alone.
20 years old.
You're 20 years old? All right, I'll tell you what, man.
Can we find him a program?
But it's not.
I'll find you a program. I'll pay for it.
We're going to find you some help.
What else is it besides the marijuana?
He's drinking.
You're drinking?
Acid.
Really? Nothing wrong with that.
Be on it all.
I mean,
you're on a trip.
Are you tripping now, man?
If I was, it'd probably be pretty scary trip. I'd probably be getting flashbacks.
I tell you what, this goes against my grain, but you're really tugging at my heartstrings, you bastard.
Really, I'm about to cry.
Me too.
You know how hard I am.
I'm so scared because I know, I don't know if I can do it. I just don't know.
Hey, Ken.
Yeah.
Is acid that good?
I can help you out. You want to buy a gram?
Acid is not addicting at all, though. I don't know.
No,
but it's the combination.
All I want to it's not that. Drinking is my biggest thing, and
you can't stop the drinking yourself.
I can't stop once I start, and it used to be just the weekends, and then it was a couple nights a week too, and now it's like as soon as I get home from here.
You mean in the morning?
Yeah, as soon as I get home.
He can't stop himself.
Because I have about 5 or 6 hours till I go to my other job. And
what do you like to drink?
I like honey brown beer, but that's just like for after. Yeah, I like Tom Collins. I usually make a pitcher of Tom Collins or.
And you drink them by yourself?
Kool-Aid and whiskey when I get home.
Kool-Aid and whiskey.
Kool-Aid and whiskey. That's Robin's drink. That's why she needs the high colonic.
I've heard that in a long time.
Robin uses Kool-Aid and whiskey with a pickle jar and does herself a high colonic. All right, listen.
Put it another way.
Kenny, baby, you're out of control, pal. Oh, I hate
money.
I hate forking over money for nonsense like this because I'm so strong that I'm so strong that I could kick anything.
It doesn't matter what you are.
You could, Howard, and I don't know how I got you on 2 good days. I don't know how I did it.
I hate weak people.
He can do things you can't do.
Oh, man. He can't do anything I can do. He is weak.
He can take acid.
You are worthless and weak.
You can't do that.
All right, I'll find a program for you.
Oh, Howard, you are...
But they got to get somebody else running the show out there.
I know.
I'll tell you what we'll do. Keep your job. Can you do a program while you keep your job?
Wait a minute. No, you can't. You got to go away.
No. All right. Is there a cheap program out there? Remember that one time that heroin addict came in and we got her a program?
We got a program. I'm hoping that place in New Jersey calls us again.
Gary, see if one of our listeners will be gracious enough to give us free program so I don't have to break my perfect cheap record. Hold on, I'll have you a place in a minute. There's some guy in Jersey who's real good. This dude, he straightened you out in 2 minutes. He took a heroin addict and straightened her out.
Straighten her out, yeah.
I think he beats you.
Whatever it is, it works.
It works. It's tough love. Kenny, babes, you really need help, huh, dude?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried AA?
Yeah, that doesn't cost anything, right, Robin?
Yeah, that's free.
Yeah, we'll send you to AA.
I went to AA once, and
It's for losers. It's all losers.
Tell you what it is, Howard?
I think I need to go someplace involved, and I want to do it, but I can't, like, go to something for, like, an hour a day and then, you know, have to go work and pay my bills and not, I don't know, I just...
God damn it, I don't see that free, that hotline coming in with the free.
blinking.
Looks like this is going to cost us. That's what I'm stalling for.
Anybody got any, what are you guys willing to kick it?
Jackie will never kick it.
No.
You haven't sent me to a program.
Your program is right here.
You know, the funniest thing in this whole conversation is Jackie piping up and saying, yeah, man, you got to stop drinking.
Yeah, there's a guy with a real
No,
problem.
I'm saying it's not the acid in the pot.
Hey, where's your parents in all of this?
I talked to my father this morning, and he told me, you know, if I might have to move back home just for a while.
Oh, there you go. He
still needs...
But I can't really ask them for any money. And
no. Can't they, don't they have any money? Doesn't your parents have any money?
No insurance?
Not really.
Oh, they have insurance?
Not for me.
No. You sure?
Like Mom and Dad.
Yeah, I'm positive.
Looks like we're Mom and Dad, Robin.
Ken.
Yeah.
Are you full-time at the station?
No.
Oh, never mind.
No.
That was my idea.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Because there is health insurance there, and it does cover this, but only if you're full-time.
I think the general manager should help you out.
Because there's a good place. I know of a good place. A friend of mine went there, and she got off of heroin and booze, too. And
what's the name of that place?
Called Conifer Park.
What's that cost?
I think it was a couple of grand, maybe $3.
Hey, you know what we can do? We can auction off stuff on Monday, and that'll pay for his rehab.
There you go.
Dude, I got it all covered. You name the place. I'll call Betty Ford and find out how much it costs.
Will you?
I don't know if we can send him to Betty Ford.
What's it, 15 grand? I can raise that with all that junk I got in the back office.
A lot more than
It's probably in the 30s. I'm not sure.
that. Like 50.
50? No, with that.
50, something like that.
You can go nowhere for 50. You can kill yourself for about $5 grand. You're okay.
I mean, I'm guessing.
Gary, still no freebies? All right. Tell you what, Ken.
Yeah, Howard.
I'll auction off a bunch of my stuff and raise the money.
And we'll find a program.
I'll get you in a program. Jeez.
Thanks, Howard.
I should never have made this call.
Yeah, you had to call the guy. We could have just done the news and been out of here.
Yeah, you know what? Let's do the news and get out of here. Let's hypnotize me so I can forget this horrible incident. I mean, I thought for sure we'd get rid of this guy.
I thought he'd have like a silly excuse. Not this one.
Yeah. Guy was pretty honest.
I wouldn't be.
I said the only way that I wouldn't fire you is if you got hit by a car, and this is like worse.
If you cry.
Yeah, if you're crying like a girl. Jesus.
Homo.
You're not a homo, right?
Bi.
Are you really?
Are
you bi? And when are you drinking?
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You need to stay on the drugs now.
No wonder you're on drugs.
You can cure him of that.
Do we have to cure you of that?
I don't think we got that much money.
If you could.
Kenny, you made it with a guy?
Sure.
What the hell's going on with you?
Oh, goodness. I don't even know how far we want to go.
Kenny.
Forget the news.
No wonder your dad don't want to help you out.
Oh, my goodness.
Forget the news. Kenny, we're going to get you help, man. You need it. I didn't realize you were doing that kind of thing. You mean in the butt?
And you're still unhappy.
No, never that far.
You didn't take the meat high, Colonic, did
No.
Kenny, my love, you're not wearing a dress, are you?
No, sir.
All right.
You're very young, though. I mean, we don't.
Did you find me a free rehab clinic? You didn't? What about that guy in Jersey who cured the heroin addict? It was a great little place. Here's a guy who says that we're not helping Kenny. He's manipulating us.
I know. We're enabling him or something.
And Jimbo, I got to hang up there.
All right, Howard.
All right. Well, hold on, Kenny. Dude, what do you mean I'm not?
Hello?
Yeah, what do you think? He's like playing me for a fool?
What? I'm telling you, this guy, he's saying he needs $50,000.
I think he's just trying to hook everybody.
Oh, no, he didn't say he needed $50,000.
No, he said he said he just needed help.
Well, he does need help. There's no question about that. But the fact is that he's sitting there, he's going, well, I'm an alcoholic, I'm a drug addict, I'm everything else.
Bisexual?
He knows he needs help.
Right.
All he needs, and I'll tell you something, if he goes to one of these Betty Ford clinics or if he goes to Silver Hill in Connecticut or whatever, all they're going to do is they're just going to prep him for AA or NA afterwards.
Yeah, but at least he'll have someplace to detox.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. He may need to detox, but he's 20
And he don't need to detox in one of them shishi places.
No, I agree with you there. But I'll tell you something.
Right. You could go to jail and detox.
Yeah, right.
I've seen an episode of Andy and Mayberry when Otis had a detox. He just laid on a cot.
Yeah, well, I don't know. What is this, a meat high colonic you're talking about?
All right.
No, wait a minute. Now, I think that this guy,
Yeah.
all he needs to do, he doesn't even need to go to a $2,000 program.
Good. Talk me out of this.
He went to 1 hour of AA meeting. He decided it wasn't for him.
Right.
But this guy needs to get the message pounded into his head.
Right.
He can't drink. He can't do drugs. It's excuse me, effing up his life.
Right.
He's missing work. He's screwing up your program, which is a national program. This guy's life is out of control.
Right.
And
well, he's asking for help, so what am I going to do?
So 90 meetings in 90 days is what they recommend in the clinics. It's what they recommend in AA. That's $1 a meeting. He can do that on his own. Once a day.
But you understand, it's like my image and everything. I got to now all of a sudden look like a good guy.
Yeah, well, you can look like a good guy.
Exactly.
Because it does look like, the big bad people from New York came to beat up on the
no, listen. All right. Well, you're talking about tough love, but see,
you're saying he needs to be fired and you should just send him out on the street.
Well, he may need to be fired before he gets it. But but all I'm saying is,
Kenny, do you need to be fired to get it?
It's already resolved. I'm not really going to be working here.
You're not going to. So hey, look, you're hitting your bottom, Kenny.
I'm at the bottom.
You are below the bottom, and it's time to get your ass to a meeting and start getting straight and start listening.
Get your ass to Mars
in the meeting. Stop making up excuses. Stop trying to book everyone around you for money. Stop trying to play the codependent game. Oh, I'm gonna oh gee, thanks Howard. Oh, you're going to put up money for little old me? Now, that's not going to work, Ken. You got to get straight. You got to get sober. I'd
rather see Ken keep his job and go to AA meetings and promise me he's going to go.
I'll bet you. Where's he in Albany?
All right, let me handle this, all right?
I'll bet you they have it. I'm saying.
Your love's a little too tough.
No, I'm telling you.
All right, I got it.
Listen, I'll bet you there's early morning. I'll bet you.
All right, heard enough of him.
I think he should go. I mean, he obviously is out of control, and in his current environment, he's going to continue to do what he's doing.
Yeah.
He needs a little break. I agree with him there.
The hell are we getting to run our show?
I need somebody to watch him, like a sponsor.
I don't know.
No.
All right, Kenny, I'll get you in a program, all right?
Thanks, Howard.
Hook up with a Nancy Sirianni like you did to watch him.
Yeah, he's got a wife who Jackie's an alcoholic, and his wife goes out and buys books how to handle an alcoholic, and then and she watches him all day.
She monitors.
You need his wife. And she yells at him and withholds sex until he stops his drinking. Yeah, we've all seen that whole little codependency. All right, Kenny. You tugged at my heartstrings, you little bastard. You going to be all right?
Yeah.
All right, we'll get you some help.
Thanks, Howard.
You should try to be like me, strong.
Oh, stop that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Got to be like Howard.
Hey, is this guy for free?
They said they can help him. They can tell him how to get in there for little or no
good.
cost.
All right, this guy's from...
woman.
Can I say where this is from?
Yeah.
Samaritan Village in Queens. Hey, what is that, a drug rehab?
Yes, it is.
Cool. Can we get him in there for free?
It's a therapeutic residential program, 18 to 24 months.
18 to 24 months?
Yes, man.
Yes.
18 to 24 months.
Howard, do you realize...
I ain't sending him for 18 to... I don't send my own kids for 18 to 24 months.
All right.
What's the village like there over there? Is it mostly black or white?
No, it's mixed.
Mixed?
Yes, it is. We have 3 facilities, one here in Queens, one in the Bronx, and one in Ellenville, New York.
No, he ain't going to the Bronx. They'll eat him up alive here.
We also have one in Ellenville, New York. And it's 18 to 24 months, yes.
Wow. Can you give me a free thing for this guy?
Yeah.
You can?
Yeah, people come in that have no means of payment, but Samaritan Village provides.
Can imagine who you're in there with.
Do you have a waiting list?
Yes, there is a waiting list.
See, that's one of the problems you often hear.
Can I sneak this guy in?
Did he bump
No,
the
he would
line?
have to come to an initial interview first. Then they would have to screen him and ask questions.
We don't have time for that. This guy's a mess.
Oh, no, we can't do it right away.
I see.
Okay.
Well. All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks anyway. Jesus.
See, that's what you often find.
Need that guy in Jersey.
The stuff that's free, you have to wait for.
Yeah. All right, Ken. If I don't get it free, I'll raise some money.
Thanks, Howard.
All right. Later.
Later.
Take care of yourself. Don't worry, we'll get you help. It'll be cool.
Howard, I appreciate it because,
All
you know,
right. All right. Don't start it. Don't start it.
We don't need any more tears.
We're already, our backs are against the wall already.
Hey, Howard.
What?
After I get clean.
Uh-oh.
Don't make any promises.
Yeah, don't make any promises. The last time you made a promise, you didn't keep it.
Well.
All right, let's hear it. When you get clean, I'll be old. This ain't the first time.
I'll be retired.
All right, after you get clean.
I want to ask you a huge favor.
Oh.
Haven't we done enough?
Yeah.
Because I think.
What's the favor? Just do it.
I pretty much F myself, but after I get clean, will you be there for me?
Like how?
Oh, boy. He wants to date you.
What are you saying?
What are you talking about, man? I mean, be there for you. Then what am I going to have to do? Forget it. You know what? I just changed my mind.
Well,
keep your job. Keep the job. I'm begging the general manager to keep you on, Ken. And I don't care if you're late. Be cheaper and continue to drink.
No. We got to be on the air.
No, Howard, I want to, stop drinking and be into my work 100% and just,
I'll get you to rehab, but I ain't going to be there for you afterwards.
Well, I don't.
It's up to you after that.
Yeah, come on, you can't tie me down with that.
No, I'm not.
I already got kids.
I'm not asking you for anything. I just want you to.
Yeah, I'll be there for you.
Okay, thank you, Howard.
I know. I'll be right here on the radio for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and you can tune in. That I'll do.
And you too, Robin.
Oh yeah, I'll be right here.
And I hope the general manager is compassionate. Once you get cleaned up, I hope he will put you back on this job.
I hope so.
All right.
Because that's what I want to do. I just want to, totally clean myself out and start over and...
Why don't we just put a bartender at the station? Then I'll always be there.
He'll be there. Just get the Jigger and Tom Collins.
All I want out of this is just a guy who'll hit a button and get us on the air in the morning. All right. Do me a favor.
Yes, Howard.
All right. Gary will set everything up, okay? I'm gonna get you a rehab.
All right. Thanks, Howard.
Okay, Kenny. Yeah, bye-bye.
Oh, goodness. Now we can't call anybody.
I'm never doing that again.
For fear what will happen.
Damn, I thought it was just going to be 5 minutes on the phone. Now I'm doing an intervention. Now, do me a favor. Just go to a commercial. And one of you cheap-ass listeners who run one of these rehab clinics, give me a free, give me a guy a couple of weeks. Let him detox. Help me out here. I don't want to pay for this. Can't set a precedent like that. My back's up against the wall. Where's that guy in Jersey? When's that heroin rehab?
What, he only had one free visit in him?
If you give us free visits, I'll give you great rainforest tickets. Otherwise, please. You know me. I don't want to spend. I work too hard. I'm getting up on time. Why do I got to finance a guy who can't get out of bed? And then we'll call you every once in a while and get tips, and we'll find out how he's doing, and that'll be free promotion for your rehab clinic. Yeah. One hand wipes the other. Whatever. Kiss my ass. I'll be back after this.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1 The Eagle. Hey, we're back with The Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
Hey, we got to get the news, but you know who wants to yell at me? That guy Kramer from the Seinfeld show. Not the guy who plays him, but the real Kramer. Kenny Kramer. I did a nice thing for the guy. I put him on the air yesterday. I let him publicize some kind of tour he gives. Now he's all pissed off and he wants to yell at us. Kramer, what's your problem?
Howard.
Dude, what do you want from me?
You put me on the air, but listen, you sort of ridiculed me. You laughed through everything I said. You made it look like I was some idiot who has nothing to do with anything, shamelessly cashing in on nothing that deserves nothing. And I have a very funny show, and you didn't give me an opportunity to describe it, talk about it. You were more interested in, your agenda.
Well, yeah.
Now, understand something else. At the time that I was talking to you on the air, your television station had 4 technicians and a camera on me, videotaping this, for your television show.
Right.
Now, you're being rude to me. These people are in my home taping this, and you're going, how old are you, Kramer? Robin, would you go on this tour? No. I mean, that's right.
Well, first of all...
Wait a minute, did it take you 24 hours to get angry? When did you get angry right away?
Well, I did. I sent a letter.
No, probably his buddies.
I wrote you a letter.
Probably his buddies worked on him and said, we weren't reverent.
Nah.
Come
not
on.
my buddies, not nothing. I'm just
Kramer.
like Howard. It wasn't Menchie. I came on your show as a guest. I invited your technicians into my house. You got your
so
camera
what?
here.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you on the telephone, and all I'm getting is this, like, negative, nasty stuff.
Dude, think about it for a second. First of all, asking a guy his age is not a negative thing.
No, I'm telling you something else. I did stand-up for a lot of years. You know how, like, after you do a show and the audience doesn't laugh, you could go there with a date and everything's great, and then you walk out of off the stage and you had a bomb and the girl won't even look you in the eyes, you know, say, how's everything? Yeah, okay, Kenny, let's, that was the kind of way it is. My own daughter thought that I looked ridiculous.
Well, hey, Kenny, let me tell you something.
And that's not me. And a man in my position, Howard, can't afford to be made to look ridiculous.
What position are you in?
A man in my position I'm satirizing a movie, Howard. That's from God's love.
Kenny, but listen to me. Seriously?
Yes.
He's not really upset.
I know. But he is actually. He actually made a big mistake.
I sold no tickets yesterday.
What?
I came on your show, the king of all media, and I had tickets. I opened up tickets yesterday. We were sold out in February.
Yeah.
I have limited seats, and so yesterday, in preparation for your show, I put on tickets on sale for March and April, and April and May, rather. And I went on your show, I sold 12 tickets. Now, I got a hilariously funny show. I mean, I got a great show for Seinfeld fans.
Dude, you take
and
people...
you did not help me. I thought that I was coming in there, we would kid around, we'd publicize it a little bit.
Dude, here's my beat on it.
Good.
We did kid around.
No, we didn't.
I thought it was a goofy...
You ridiculed me. I never kidded around.
I think it's a goofy tour.
Well, wait a second. You can't make a judgment based on something you didn't see or know about.
You're right. So maybe people will go and check it out. It's nothing that I would check out. And Robin said it was nothing she'd check out because it seemed like who wants to see.
Both of you guys are Seinfeld fans.
Yeah.
You watch the show.
But after the show's
Robin says, oh, Kramer, he's that guy who stumbles when he walks in.
Right.
Well, Kramer's known for a lot of other things, I might humbly say.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, dude,
and I think that you know what those other things are. But those things
dude, listen to me, okay? Because you really, people aren't going to want to go on tour with a guy who sounds nuts.
Who's angry.
Well, wait a second. Angry, listen, I'm an excitable guy, so my voice gets high, but I don't mean, I'm one of those screamers.
Dude, I'm a Star Trek fan, a real big fan, but I don't have any of the outfits. You know what I mean? I don't have a phaser gun.
This is one thing has nothing to do with the other.
Yeah, so I'm not interested in going on a... I'm not interested in going on a...
I'm not saying that you should be, have to be interested, Howard.
So I was honest with you.
But I'm just saying that for people who are interested, they might have a good...
Well, I gave out your phone number.
Why would you ridicule them? No. Why would you ridicule them for what? And then when I
think it's weird.
When I said to you that I have rare video footage, and I said that, and when you got out of me the secret that it's rare video footage of Larry David,
who cares?
Who wants to see that?
Well, it's
you know what? A guy who creates or co-creates the funniest show on television, a show that's changed the history of sitcom on television.
Yeah.
Because, mind you, Seinfeld is the show by all the sitcoms go for now.
Okay.
Whenever they pitch shows, they say it's a Midwestern Seinfeld, it's a lesbian Seinfeld, it's a Brooklyn Seinfeld. That's the measure they all go for.
Dude. All I'm saying to you is...
People do care. Larry David did change the history of the course of television.
I would rather see home movies of Jonas Salk, the guy who invented the polio vaccine.
People who realize that true, wonderful comedy in its essence and
all right, listen to me.
Exist.
Kenny, here's the dude.
See, now you're getting in the right direction. Calling me Kenny was the right thing.
Kenny,
I appreciate that.
Good luck with it. Do me a favor. Good luck with the tour. I got to get on with the news.
Well, listen, and I just
think
want you to know
this is a ridiculous conversation.
Personally, now, don't talk over me. But all these years, I have listened to your show, and I have enjoyed it. You're a great champion of the First Amendment.
Yes.
I respect and admire you for that.
Give a tour of my house.
But being a mensch and doing the right thing is the right thing. Now, we touched briefly yesterday about Jerry and what happened with Jerry and Shoshana, and I'd like to clarify my point on that. You do owe Jerry an apology.
Oh, come on.
Because you took it too far.
No. You've had too much time to think.
Really? I don't even.
And I think that the thing for you to do...
This should have been you yesterday. He had a day to think about it. Somebody said to him, you didn't stick up for Jerry.
The fan base of guys. The people who listen to you, Howard. Every time I see a book signing, I ride by on my bicycle. It's a huge line, but it's 70% guys.
All right.
Those are the guys.
Okay.
And the guys know if you break the code of the guys, it's wrong. Now, pleading ignorant to the code of the guys...
Hey, Kramer, I got to go, man.
Listen,
Kramer.
Show. We both have long lives. Don't brush me. I got to go. I got to go.
The show is...
up on me. That's what you did yesterday.
All right, goodbye.
So you're saying that
I'm hanging up.
No, listen, it's not right. It's not fair.
I can't take it. I was trying to...
How did you get involved with him?
I don't know. I just, the guy called up. Here's what happened. He called up Gary and he said, hey, I'm doing a Seinfeld tour. The guy, his real name is Kramer, and he knows the creator of Seinfeld. And I guess they based the character on Kramer.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy's got a little tour that he gives around Manhattan, and he shows you all the sights from Seinfeld. I said, okay, maybe he's a character. Let's have him on. Let him plug his thing for 2 minutes to see what it's all about. When I heard what it was all about, I just said, as you said the same thing as, hey, you know, what the hell? I don't want
my cup of tea.
It's not my cup of tea, but if someone wants to go, here's the phone number. I did the guy a favor. So evidently, when he got off with us, he started in with Doug Goodstein from the E! Network that we weren't nice.
Oh.
And then he called Gary yelling that all his friends called him and said that we weren't nice to him. So now he's all fired up, and it's like, hey, dude, you know, what do you want from me? I said mostly people from the Midwest who watch Seinfeld come to New York might want to take that tour. I'm not knocking it. It's a way to make a living.
There are lots of tours I don't take.
Yeah, I don't take this tour of the Statue of Liberty. I've lived here my whole life. I don't even want to see the Statue of Liberty. I'm not putting the guy down.
What's this? Is he back?
No, there's some guy who wants to tell us he took the tour, and I guess he didn't like it.
Oh, no. Oh, well, get Kenny back on.
Get Kenny back on. Gary, line up Kenny again. Get Kenny Kramer back.
Gonna cry.
Doesn't mean, you know, what do these guys want from me? You know what I'm saying? What is it, a full moon today?
I don't know. Everybody's gone off their rocker.
I got guys in rehab. I got
lawyers fighting.
Yeah, I want to go home. I want to go home. Kramer.
So funny.
Kramer, here's a guy.
Hello?
Yeah, here's some guy.
People who took the tour.
Yeah, this guy didn't like it.
Good. Put him on the air. Let's talk to him. Let's find out what he didn't care about. Because, see, the purpose of the tour...
Hey, Kramer.
Dude.
Yo. Let me just tell you something. Your tour is totally worthless. Let's get that right in the open.
Hold it. Let's establish that you actually did take the tour first.
I took the tour.
Could you tell me the first stop on the tour?
First stop was right by the diner.
No, you're wrong.
I know, but it still sucks. I would have gone on it anyway.
Baba Booey. He did not do it. Loser. He's not a certified tour person.
Kramer, you loser. Try to bank off our money that they don't make, you loser.
See, Howard, that's not the real deal.
All right.
Okay?
Kramer, let's just call it this way. Hey, Kramer.
Howard, let me just read. You know what? Let me fax
Kramer, I bet you it's a great tour.
I got. And you know what, Howard? I forgot to mention my website.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'll give you that, and then let me hang up.
Okay. If you go any of the search engines, go for Kramer, and Real Kramer's homepage talks all about the tour, the places we go. The person you put on the phone was bogus.
Okay,
they
fine.
Never took the tour. Howard, unsolicited people will call you who took the tour. I ask anyone who took it, please call. And anything you didn't like, Howard will take that call first.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, Kramer.
My pleasure. And let me tell you something else. You know, you might ridicule it. It's not for you. It would be for you because you're a fan of the show Seinfeld.
Right.
You do laugh at that show, and I will tell you things about that show you never knew that will make you laugh even harder.
Kramer, you sound like a pushy Jew. You're going to scare all...
Why don't you tell us one of the things that'll make us laugh right now?
Please. No, Robin. Why did you do that?
All right, listen. I can accept...
Kramer, you're a pushy Jew.
A challenge like that?
Go ahead.
Okay.
All right. Name one thing, because Robin wants to indulge you. I don't.
Okay, well...
Name one thing that's going to make us laugh.
Actually, I prefer to be indulged by Robin than you, to be honest with you.
A lot of people do.
You know, well...
All right,
I mean, I think, if he's upset, I don't want him upset.
No, come on. You know what? I want him upset.
Kavorka, right?
All right. What?
About Kavorka.
What's Kavorka?
We're already in trouble.
Robin, tell him what the Kavorka is.
I don't know.
We don't know. We watch the show kind of casually.
Ask somebody there knows what Kavorka is.
Jackie, you're a big fan.
I watch the show all the time. I do not know who that is.
You don't know what Kavorka is? Kavorka is the lure of the animal. That's the power that Kramer has over women, is the legend. The lure of the animal is a Latvian Orthodox religion. If you remember, there was a Latvian Orthodox nun who was leading the order.
All right, listen, Kramer, I got to go. Kramer, please.
Robin asked me to tell her something very funny.
She's laughing. She loves it.
I'm trying to explain something to Robin, and you're getting in the way here.
Why am I involved with something about the Seinfeld show? I don't care about Seinfeld.
It has nothing to do with Jerry. It has to do with the concept of the funniest show on television.
All right, Kramer, I got to go. I really got to do it.
We're doing this
I got
again.
an appointment.
You said that to me last time, then you called me back.
All right, I'll probably call you again. Goodbye.
Okay, I'll stay tuned.
All right, bye-bye. It's Kramer from the Seinfeld show. The real Kramer, the guy they based it on. Oh, man. All right, come on. Let's do the news and screw all this. I tell you, today was a rough show. I took a lot of crap on today. I tell you, it's not easy. Hey.
This is supposed to be a fun show. Everybody's life is falling apart.
Call the producer to yell at him for being late. And right away, I'm committed to getting this guy in rehab.
We got him, like he's dying in our arms.
Gary, did you get me a free rehab for that guy yet? I can't believe I got to pay for this. Tom Chiusano came in. He said, hey, if you're going to kick in some bucks, I'm going to kick in some too. And I said, oh, man. All of a sudden, I got a charity.
Now you're fundraising.
This guy, you give him all this free promotion, he's pissed off.
Yeah, well, you can't win. Did you get me a free rehab?
Yeah, don't worry, you're off the hook.
What do we got?
I got like 10 places.
So how are we going to decide?
Well, I thought that what I would do is give him the numbers of all the places, and he can call and find out the one that's best.
No way.
Oh, he's not capable of that, huh?
No, we should have a
You
rehab.
got to just send him someplace that's waiting for him.
Yeah, this guy's...
They're all waiting for him.
Really?
No, it's got to be arranged.
Yeah, look at this. See? These are all...
Let me see. Rehab place is cool. Oh, man. We could do a whole show just calling rehab places.
See what they're going to do.
Integrity House.
I got Daytop Village.
St. Joseph's Rehab. Man, look at... Damn.
There are a lot of them, huh?
Robin.
Who knew there was this big a problem?
Who knew the country is filled with drunks and drug addicts?
There are so many places.
Yeah. Jackie, you ought to call a few of these.
Yeah, Jackie, why don't you go away?
Commit the whole family.
Yeah, they're enablers.
Jackie sort of cured himself, but he won't admit that.
You know what? You know who cured Jackie? And I'm going to give him a lot of credit.
Who?
Me.
I don't think.
No,
you
I
should
agree.
take- I still think it was Nancy.
Nope, wrong.
No, Howard did.
If Jackie didn't have the self-esteem that he got from this job, because Jackie was pretty low,
he'd still have a reason to
he'd still be drinking. And you know what? Making him feel good and getting him a job, and he's feeling good about himself. He had the worst self-image I've ever seen. I talked about a guy with a chip on his shoulder, and it's just starting to go away.
It's loosening.
Yeah, Jackie, don't realize it, okay? Fight me on this.
Nancy got him to the point where he could get here.
Yeah.
She kept him alive until you could get a hold of him.
Well, believe me, he was drinking his ass off when he met Nancy, and she still wouldn't be able to control him if it wasn't for me, and I don't care what anyone says. Yeah, good. Jackie, you should have looked in the mirror real hard when you came here first, man.
He has his moments still.
I've
grown up.
You have. You feel better. You got a couple of bucks in your pocket. He was drinking because he's insecure. Now he's the big man in the family, and it's a whole thing.
He's a lot better than he used to be.
Self-esteem.
He used to do some wacky stuff. Now he's calmed down.
So like a lot of ghetto guys say, hey, man, you get me a job, man, with some money, man. I tell you, I have some self-esteem, too.
How come you did it for Jackie, then?
There were no black guys around. No black joke writers available. Blackie the Jokeman I've tried to hire. How are we going to decide, Robin, on what rehab to send him to?
Gary just took numbers. I mean, that's no way to distinguish one from the other.
Robin, there was a rush. We just took who...
No, I'm not blaming you. I'm
so why don't you, Gary?
Why
don't you call all these guys, find out what the program is, make a chart, and Monday present it to us, and we'll get Kenny on the phone, and we'll decide together which program he's going to go to.
Okay.
All right?
Brochures.
Get brochures.
You know, not brochures so much, but just some info.
Yeah, tell us what their program is like.
Yeah, well, find out what they got to do. Then narrow it down to the best three. We'll get them on the phone. We'll get them on the phone with Kenny on Monday, and we'll commit them to rehab. Then we'll be done with it. Case over. And then we'll call every once in a while, check in with the rehab counselor, and see how the program's working. They get what they want. We get what we want. And I'm never doing this again. No more rehab.
I think you're being a good guy, Howard. I really do. I think it's almost a bit much. I mean, I feel sorry for the guy.
You think so?
But I almost agree with that other guy on the phone, and Ralph and I were talking about it. It's like sometimes these people need to help themselves.
Yeah, but what are you going to do? We just, hey, the guy's going to be fired.
It's like, you know how they tell a parent if your kid...
this is his one shot to have somebody help him.
Yeah,
If he
please.
messes this up, there won't be anybody.
You're seeing this all wrong. Look at Jackie needed help.
They say people have to bottom out. He's bottomed out, so let's give him a shot.
Okay.
Well, he did ask for help.
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
That's a good sign. Get out of here. What do you know? Did ask help. When I leave radio, you're going to be asking for help, too, so you better hope people are compassionate.
Thanks for helping me with my self-esteem.
Go to Bob Morton. Ask him what life is like.
That's how you help Jackie with his self-esteem.
Call Bob Morton to discuss with him what life is like after Letterman dropped him.
You know what life is like? The guy's sitting in Italy with 6 months. The guy made a fortune.
Yeah, and you haven't made a fortune.
That's right.
That's right.
So his life is great. My life will suck.
Right. You'll be in rehab.
You would wish to have more.
What's wrong with Bob Morton's life right now, except for the fact that he's currently not working?
Want to know what? He's a young guy.
He's not that young.
Who knows how much money he really made? We heard all kind of rumors. I don't know if those are true.
It said in that book that he made
I don't care how much money you have. It's embarrassing when David Letterman fires you in front of the whole country.
You'd run to Italy.
And then you want to get another job. And who the hell's going to get...
explain that?
You think Bob Morton's going to get another job like that? Just be honest. $2.5 million? Okay, get out of here. Stupid.
Where's ball?
Self-esteem.
Thanks for the help.
Yeah. Go and commit yourself.
How come he hasn't started drinking?
Anyway, Robin, let's get to the real news.
Yes, please.
Monday we'll work out the whole rehab thing. That'll be fun.
A 14-hour standoff.
we just fired a guy, and now we got him in rehab.
We're good.
Yeah.
You still have not been able to fire anybody.
No, I can't get rid of anybody. Now I got a charity case. Amazing.
Now you have to fix his whole life.
I'm a soft touch.
Because he couldn't get up and get the show on.
My problem now. Go ahead, Robin.
A 14-hour standoff with a rifleman who terrorized his neighborhood with gunfire and killed the policeman, his grandmother, and his dog ended today after he shot himself to death. The body of 26-year-old Richard Sachi was found at about 5:30 on a bed in his second-floor bedroom of the home where he had barricaded himself. He was shot in the stomach. The body of his grandmother was found earlier. She was pronounced dead at a hospital.
Wow.
This whole siege happened in the usually quiet Westchester town of Eastchester. Started yesterday afternoon when Sachi began firing out a window, apparently without provocation.
That's a white guy crime. He's a white guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a white guy crime.
The police showed up. He just blew away a police officer, just shot him in the chest.
Yeah. Well, at least he killed himself. We don't have to go through the charade of the death penalty.
This officer's partner was also shot, but not seriously injured.
Yeah. Eastchester.
They said this guy was like a problem guy all of his life. You know, all the neighbors said he was like a bully when he was a kid. He was, one person in the paper said, yeah, he used to beat up my son.
Yeah.
And
Great.
he was always into trouble, had been in and out of jail and all of that stuff. And they said, they feel bad for him because, like he had a really rough life. They used to hear the father getting on him pretty heavily.
Should have called us. We'd put him in rehab.
So at least it's over now. They say that handwritten messages were found scribbled on the bedroom walls in pencil, including one that said, Jesus forgives me for my sins.
Really? I doubt it.
He left out clothes for his funeral.
This might be the one guy Jesus doesn't forgive.
And his dog, a terrier, was also found shot to death, apparently by him. So he murdered the dog, didn't want to leave the dog here with no master.
Right.
So there you have it.
I'm thinking about getting a dog. I really want one. Man's best friend. I need a friend. I want a dog that sits by me while I read.
It's right there.
Yeah, I see the whole image, but I know what it's going to turn into. My 3-year-old's going to sit there and bash it in the head, and it's going to bite her. And
why can't you do something to teach this child not to abuse animals?
My 3-year-old runs the house. She kills that cat. The cat used to be the sweetest cat. The cat runs all day from her.
Oh.
Totally abused.
What is going on, Howard? Children are to be taught how to deal with animals.
Well, we're trying.
Jeez. The space shuttle...
Why don't you come over and teach her?
I don't know the child.
Oh.
What good would it do for a stranger to show up?
Maybe you'll scare her.
You're now sounding like some of those parents I see on the train.
If you don't leave that cat alone, I'm going to have Robin come here and teach you.
Did I tell you about the woman I'm sitting at a train station? This happened years ago.
Yeah.
And she's got this little brat of hers who won't sit still in the station.
Yeah.
And finally, she says to the little kid, you see that woman over there?
Thanks.
If you don't sit still, she's going to take you.
Right.
That's what she did.
Oh, man. My dad used to do a move like that. We would be in the car, and my dad said, if you don't shut up right now, I'm going to pull over the side of the road. I'm going to dump you off on the side of the road, and you're going to have to fend for yourself. Right on the Long Island Expressway, he'd say this.
Shut up!
Or on the Southern State Parkway.
Amazing.
I'd have the shakes at night thinking they were going to abandon me.
Yeah, I was like, why is she, first of all, why is she scaring her child? And then why is she scaring them with me?
Call my dad. He'll tell you why. I'll tell you one thing. I shut up.
Shut up! Sit down!
It works. That's why they do it. The kid took one look at you and sat down.
You didn't want to be taken by me.
What else is in the news?
One of those space shuttles is up in the air. Atlantis.
Atlantis.
Yes. Hail, Atlantis. They seem to think they had a picture-perfect launch going when it took off, and then shortly after, when they were holding the press conference, the technicians at the Kennedy Space Center had to admit that they found a leak in the steering system.
Right.
About a quarter of the hydraulic fluid leaked from a critical power unit during takeoff. There are 3 such units aboard. They say they will monitor the situation and decide what to do after a certain amount of time. The Atlantis mission was supposed to link up with that Mir space station and leave an American astronaut up there, and it was supposed to be that astronaut's first visit, but it was also supposed to be the longest stay for an American up in space. So they hope to continue to progress on the mission. They don't know if this will have to they'll have to alter plans because of this, but they are monitoring the situation.
Who knew any of this was going on?
Well, I pointed out the last time the space shuttle was up there. These things are still all experimental flights. Anything could go wrong at any time. We're acting as if it's routine because they go up so often.
Yeah.
But there's nothing routine about it. They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Let's see what else is going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have this thing called mad cow disease.
Mad cow disease. You know what gets rid of that? High colonic. A little water in the buttocks.
Mad cow disease is happening over in Great Britain. And they're not exactly sure of what part of the meat is affected. You know, this British cow meat they export to other countries. So at
they export that?
Yeah, France and some other European countries.
Robin and I were in England. We couldn't even. The beef was awful, and the chicken. Everything. They do something weird there with their livestock.
I don't know who could eat the meat.
It's like dog meat, and I've eaten dog meat. I'm sure of it.
You know, and as good as that meat is, now it's got mad cow disease.
And can humans get mad cow?
At first they were saying that humans couldn't get it. And now they've had to admit, I guess it could affect humans.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are questioning whether here's a British woman saying, how the news affected her.
Yeah. Yeah. What's her name?
Number 6.
British woman.
British woman.
Certainly put me off hamburgers. Won't be eating beef again.
I'm eating beef again.
Did you put me off hamburgers?
Hamburger. We saw this report on TV where even in this country, if you have a slightly undercooked hamburger, and I don't mean, it's a little pink, you could drop dead. Yeah. All these kids are dropping dead.
We had something going in our beef here, too.
Yeah, my kids are frightened out of their mind. They won't even eat it.
But at least you could cook it out.
Yeah. Mad cow disease.
So anyway, now they got to worry about the mad cow disease over there. The people in France are wondering what they should do. Should we keep getting this beef from Great Britain or what? But, they have this, I guess, livestock industry over there that the country relies on to bring in some cash, and this is not going to help.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also in the news, the comet Hyakotake.
That's Indian.
Or Take.
Hyakotake.
Is on its way here this weekend.
Great. More reason to drink.
It's one of the brightest comets to pass near the Earth in many years. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you should be able to see it just by looking up in the night sky. You shouldn't need a telescope or binoculars or anything.
How often does it come, this comet?
Well, it won't be back for, I think, another 2,000 years or something.
Oh, wait!
You know who saw it the last time? Milton Berle. And Jackie.
And the last time one passed this close to the Earth was like 1976, so this is a big deal. Here is Dr. Eric Carlson to give us some tips on how to see the comet.
Yeah, you got to watch it through a shoebox, or else you go blind.
No, that's in a clip.
Go out and look for a very kind of ghostly, pale blur that's about as big as the full moon, which is quite sizable in the sky. You really can't miss it.
So there, you really should be able to see this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be some major deal, and nobody should miss it since it doesn't happen all that often. In Dallas...
Last time I saw a comet, it was really tiny, and then I realized I had the telescope backwards, and you couldn't see it right.
You miniaturized.
So, yeah, and I missed it, and I'm like, oh, my God, I'm not going to see it for another 75 years. It's a bad experience. What else is in the news?
Dallas Cowboy star receiver Michael Irvin failed to show up in court on Thursday in response to a grand jury subpoena. Prosecutors want to know more about what went on in a motel room in Irving, Texas, where police say they found Irving, Texas. Irvin in Irving, Texas. What are the odds of that happening? Another former Cowboy player, Alfredo Roberts, 2 women, and more than $6,000 worth of illegal drugs.
Sounds like fun.
Irvin's attorney claims that his client doesn't know anything about any subpoena, doesn't think he's been served, but the district attorney, Norm Kinney, is having none of that.
You know, this isn't going to go away. We're not going to go away. We will hear from him, and there's 2 ways to do it, the easy way or the hard way. And if he wants to do it the hard way, we'll do it the hard way.
So this guy's got a problem.
He's in denial. I was there.
He's really got to stop drinking.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he needs a good woman.
I don't know what Mr. Irvin is doing, but the police are looking for you, I suppose.
Right.
There are going to be pickets at the Oscars on Monday night. Jesse Jackson has said that he will protest the lack of representation of blacks and black stories in coming out of Hollywood.
He must be watching a different TV show than I'm watching.
Here we go again.
Tell you that.
Jackson says the film industry doesn't reflect the cultural diversity of America.
There should never be another season wherein we've not had enough roles as directors and producers.
You know what's funny about this guy? He's got it all backwards. You know, there's like a lot of black guys scream, there's too many Jews in the industry. You think that white Christian America wanted Jews in the Hollywood industry? What do you think that happened because they demanded it?
Police.
You don't get that because you demand it. You get it because you earn it. You take over productions. You hire people. I mean, what are you talking about? Someone just can't hand you a director's job. You got to be in the industry and you've got to direct. And you got to go out into finance and do all kinds of stuff. Your particular, because you act as if everybody's been playing on a level playing field all this time, and you forget what's been going on here. But the point is, Reverend Jesse Jackson is wrong because there's no person he's representing who is qualified for a job who hasn't gotten one. Yeah. I don't see this person he's talking about who says, I'm a great film director and I can't direct any films in America. I got news for you. The second point here is that black people have to start running their own business. White people don't know how to write black stories. Right. That's exactly what I'm saying. Stop relying on them to do it. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm not saying really anything different. I'm pretty close. You can't wait around for somebody to hand, especially Hollywood, to hand it to you. You got to just go out and do it.
Actors and actresses that you end up with one African American are nominated, and know that
this guy's got a serious problem when it comes to speech. He should really clean up his act. He's got enough money now. God knows how he got it, but he's got enough money to take some diction lessons.
No Native Americans, no Hispanic Americans. That process will be met with stiff resistance.
Wonder if Forrest Whitaker will be at the Oscars, or will be in the drunk tank. There's a black director.
Sure, there's plenty of black directors. Spike Lee has a movie coming out this week.
Of course. Please. Jesse Jackson. Jesse wants everything handed to him because everything was handed to him.
It's a stupid attitude to have. Just go out and start studios, create business.
Get down.
Leave me alone.
Get down with
don't worry about if white organizations nominate you for your films. Get another black award show.
Get down. Hey, I was the one giving the speech, and you took it completely away from me. That's so wrong. Get down with your bad self. I mean, I was like making a really cool speech, and then you're just like, no, this is the way it is. And blah, 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 blah. All right, go ahead. You think in the news only you can make the speech.
No.
Go ahead.
You weren't saying it right.
That isn't right. Yeah. Thanks for the correction. You're supposed to be the newswoman, not the commentary woman. I'm the commentary woman.
Here here is Brian Walton, who is from the Writers Guild, whom the group that Jackson met with yesterday.
We have been, at the Writers Guild, struggling to be more inclusive. For example, to bring African American, Latino writers more into our midst. We've been doing that literally since the 60s.
I have a
they
friend.
say they have no problem.
I got a friend who owns a black accounting firm. He's a black man.
Black accountants have to do with Hollywood.
Same thing. He's trying to get black accountants. Not that he's not trying. He wants to have an all-black accounting firm. He's having trouble. I'll tell you what, if Jesse Jackson wants to get wild, why doesn't he find out how many blacks are at these the supermarket chains and the Ukrop guys? How many guys do they have in management?
You wouldn't mind him investigating that, huh?
Hollywood's a bizarre community. I mean, you want to do... What about the black guy who's trying to go over Ukrop and become a manager over there? What's about his problem?
Well, see, this is my point. They don't talk about a specific person. You can say anybody's not doing the right thing.
Right. Ah.
You could walk over here tomorrow and say, Infinity Broadcasting hasn't done enough for African Americans.
You can't say that. You should, all we got is African Americans here.
No, but the point is you could say it. It doesn't matter.
Right.
You can say anything you want. The point is, show me the people who can't get these jobs.
Right. Right.
Where are they? Who are they? Then we can deal with it.
Black accounting jobs available right now. Black accountants are rarer than giant pandas. You know it. Do I really have to take a break? I thought I'd done all my commercials.
We missed one.
What was the one? I only have to do one?
It really was the yoke.
All right, I'll do that at the before I do the plugs. Go ahead. Go ahead, Rob.
Are the children, I don't know what community that was, but are the children okay?
They're fine. Where?
Because
what community?
They had a very scary visitor the other day. They brought Pat Buchanan into Turek Kindergarten.
Oh, they wouldn't do that. Was he wearing his cowboy hat and guns?
It's out in California. Are those children all right?
What's with that guy? What a peckerhead. I mean, give it up already. You lost.
Oh, he's going to stay out there.
Spoil sport.
Here's Pat Buchanan.
Yeah, and now he's a comical joke. He had something going for a while. Now he's a joke.
Mr. Zanger, by all accounts, I think in this case, including that of Mr. Baldwin.
Dear.
That's not Pat Buchanan.
No, it's not.
He wanted to get his picture.
Who's that?
I don't know who that is. Scott is having a little problem today.
I don't think Scott.
What will we do?
All right, we don't have Pat Buchanan.
All right, no Pat Buchanan.
We might, but it's not here.
Pat did visit a little elementary school, the Greenville Fundamental Elementary School in Santa Ana, and talked about his prospects for candidacy or getting the nomination from Bob Dole, and he said, well, this is the beginning of Senator Dole having virtually, by his own standards, wrapped up the nomination and moving back to the politics of capitulation.
Fred has I didn't realize he has the tape of Pat Buchanan.
I never get sore testicles.
In front of kids he said that? That's so wrong.
Anyway, I hope those children are okay. You know how some adults are very, very scared of children.
It's traumatized.
I imagine he could be one of them.
Imagine him coming there and telling you he's going to be in control.
Spike Lee, as I said earlier, has a new movie coming out called Girl 6 this weekend. He says it's being marketed as an outrageous comedy, but he doesn't think it's so funny.
Really? I mean, the people watched it from the marketing department and they think it's funny? Maybe that's because you're a wreck of a filmmaker. Let's see. Want to hear Spike?
Yes.
Hope this isn't Pat Buchanan.
I don't think this is a comedy, even though it might say the outrageous new comedy from Spike Lee on the poster. That's really more the marketing brain, I think there's a lot of humor in it. I wouldn't consider it a comedy.
All right.
Police. Wouldn't you have that discussion with the marketing department?
He asked. He was also asked if he thought a lot of people were interested in a movie about phone sex.
I don't know about most people. I think that there are some people out there that will find this fascinating. They'll probably have some different impressions than they thought it would be. Most people probably think that The Office will look like some 42nd Street porno, show world, raincoat, booth thing.
And Spike not only directs, he also has a part, and he plays like the next door neighbor of the girl who works at the phone sex place. Here's the clip.
Let me hear this. Maybe he's learned after all these movies how to make a real movie.
Get paid by the call. Bonus if a guy requests you. You dig? I dig.
Sounds pretty good.
That's it? That's the clip?
I'm laughing my ass off. I don't know.
And finally, Alec Baldwin has had his case go to the jury. He was accused of assaulting a video photographer who tried to take pictures of he and his wife, Kim Basinger, when they were bringing their newborn infant home from the hospital. He has also made a public service announcement for PETA, the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. Here is Alec Baldwin's PSA.
PETA.
Hello, this is Alec Baldwin for a little quiz. What do Leonardo da Vinci, Madonna, Tony La Russa, and Gandhi all have in common with my wife Kim and me? We all learned to kick the meat habit, and you can too. To find out how to improve your health, help the environment, and save animals by going vegetarian, contact People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. That's PETA, Washington, D.C. 20015. I'll even send you my favorite recipe.
I don't care. Do you think I care?
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, even send you one of my favorite recipe.
I'd rather hear the Spike Lee clip again. If you're going to give me a choice.
Get paid by the call. Bonus if a guy requests you. You dig? I dig.
Spike's right. That's not a comedy. He's absolutely right. I agree with him. I do agree with him.
All right. Also in the news, they say that Joan London has finally opened her mouth about her relationship with Kevin Costner. She did date Kevin Costner. The first encounter was aboard a yacht.
Oh, yeah.
And she said she almost fainted when he came aboard, looked at her, smiled, and said, "I've been waiting so long to meet you."
Ooh.
She blamed public scrutiny for their breakup.
Really?
Yeah.
Really, man.
And that's it.
Really,
I think I'll end there.
Okay, Robin, thanks for the news, and we'll see everybody on Monday. We got a lot of things to continue on Monday. The continuing sagas to follow.
Yes, and it's like a soap opera, this show.
Yes, it really has become one. Jackie Penthouse Joke Page Marlowe wants to remind you to get his very funny 2-hour video, the wild game Stump the Jokeman, as heard here on the Howard Stern Show. $15 plus $4 shipping and handling. Spring special, buy two, get one free. Call 1-800-323-KING. Tonight it's Jackie. Have fun with Jackie live at the Stress Factory in New Brunswick, New Jersey, with Jake Thomas on keyboards. Jokeland's web address and Sergeant Pecker info. Call 516-922-WINE. This Saturday night, King Norris Unplugged. Return to Detour on 13th Street near First. Don't miss Stuttering John Steve the Gorilla hosting the April Fool's charity run to benefit juvenile diabetes at Hofstra USA in Hempstead, Long Island, April 1st from 7 to 9 p.m. for donations and more info. Call 516-739-2873. The Rainforest Foundation's 7th Annual Benefit Concert, Friday, April 12th at Carnegie Hall. Sting, Elton John, James Taylor, Diana Ross, Don Henley. For concert seats, call 212-247-7800. And for benefit tickets, call 212-245-6570. If you're planning a wedding, a party, you need a DJ, call Scott the Engineer's Rocket Entertainment at 718-BAG-5040.